All right, boys and girls, we have a few technical issues here, but we're going to work through this, power on through. It's time for the Paracosmic Sip. Make sure you got your beverage with a beverage of any kind. It could be beer, it could be wine, it could be water, it could be tea, it could be coffee. It could be, I suppose, a coca extract. For example, if you had the husk of the coca bean, you could turn that into a fermented chocolatey tea. These are all options, but you do need a cup with a beverage in it, and that is the world famous Paracosmic Sip. Invite your friend, 1 to 3 friends total. Do not do more than 3. We don't want this thing blowing up. We're not trying to get famous here. We're trying to build an awesome community of people. So with that being said, boys and girls, let's get the show on the road here in 3, 2, 1. Welcome, everybody, to Ask a Wizard. How's it going, boys and girls? Welcome, welcome. OPVs is over here trying desperately to get some tech stuff fixed while we are going to be doing the show here. How are you all doing today? How's chat, OPVs?
I don't know.
Uh-oh.
I'm trying to fix my laptop.
OPVs is desperately, she's frantic. She's in a complete tizzy right now. She's spinning around in circles. She's hyperventilating. She has a paper bag. It's absolutely insane. All right, boys and girls, Ask a Wizard presents the War Room Review, the Redemption Arc of Danni the Thief, and the Desolation Phase. So that is what's on the menu for today, boys and girls. Now, for those of you who have never been to our Facebook streams, this is going to be your first ever experience with the aftermath, known as the Desolation Phase. So throughout the week, we went on the pirate ship and we used what is called the Discovery and Investigation Phase. This is where we go on the seas and we discover and we investigate new people and gain information about friends, allies, and enemies. The Desolation Phase is where we begin the destruction of our enemies. So you're going to take part in that later on in the show. But first, before all of that, we got to get rid of all this negative energy. Let's get the Paracosmic Sip up in here, boys and girls. What is the Paracosmic Sip? It's the world famous sensation sweeping the nation. This is the best, most effective way of relieving stress for me personally, in my opinion only, and no one else's other than the people in chat who also agree. So you might be saying to yourself, Tyler, that's a lot of caveats. Why should I believe you? You shouldn't! You should try it for yourself instead. So you might be hearing that beautiful, relaxing music in the background there. That is for a reason. That is to give you the relaxations effects as you look into the relaxing owl of justice and glory. By the way, can you let us know how is the audio on my voice? I want to make sure that we got this going well because we had an issue with that on the previous stream. I'm going to turn it up there, and we're going to get the Paracosmic Sip going. So you'll need a cup with a liquid in it, any liquid you want. But first, we got to get rid of our negative energies. So let's go ahead here and imagine a glowing energy ball in between our hands. Now, I know that sounds weird, but just give it a try. Imagine there's an energy ball glowing in between your hands, and what's really odd is you're going to actually start to feel a magnetic force in between your hands when you do that. Push in slightly, and you'll feel it push back. Now, imagine all the negative energy in your whole body floating up into your hands and into that energy ball, and filling it from the bottom all the way to the top. In 3, 2, 1. Now all you need to do is let that energy ball go and it'll dissipate into the air and you'll feel that nice release throughout your whole body. But that's not enough. You see, we released the negative energy, which is great. However, if we just release our negative energy, it's just going to come right back because we're going to use the same energy source. So that's where the Paracosmic Sip comes in. Place your hand over your cup. Imagine glowing energy at the bottom, filling up your cup, but this time imagine energy that you need. Maybe it's positivity, happiness, joy, whatever energy you want. Imagine it glowing at the bottom of your glass and slowly moving up. 3, 2, 1. You'll feel a tingle on your hand. That's how you know it's charged. And you can take your hand off. You have now charged your glass. There are people all around the globe about to take part. People in Canada, people in Australia, people in Ireland, people in North Carolina, South Carolina, people in Montana, people in California, people in Massachusetts, people all around about to partake in the world-famous Paracosmic Sip. In 3, 2, 1. As you feel that, you'll feel the energy fill your whole body up with the exact energy you need, my friends. Let us know in the chat. Was it the most relaxing experience of your life? Did it just give you superpowers? Are you now able to travel through time? Let us know in the comment section below. Thank you guys for joining us for the Paracosmic Ship, and welcome to the show. How are we doing over there, O-Peeves?
Good. Singing Owl would like you to say hi to Playing Owl.
Hello, Singing Owl, and hello, friend of Singing Owl, known as the one, the only Playing Owl. Welcome, 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 Playing Owl. How are you doing? By the way, we need to review the news today. Let's take a look at the Weekly Weird.
Mouse Owl is in chat.
Welcome, Mouse Owl. How's it going? This week in Weird, a mayor of New York wants to send SS officers to people's houses to intimidate them and censor their speech. That's right, people. We are living in a society where the mayor of New York is going on social media and advocating for a group of special police force to go to people to intimidate and scare them for using mean words. This is happening in America. Luckily for us, this guy's entire city is currently being taken over by squirrels because they're more intelligent than the people who live there. So I don't think we need to really worry about this going through. At the rate that New York's going, they won't even be around in about 5 years, so I think we just need to wait them out. But that's what's happening in the news today, guys. Now, all other news is irrelevant. There's no reason to watch anything other than this news source, because it's all just a bunch of lies anyway. Just ignore all of it. You know what is important, though? Build, growing, and creating, my friends. Learning how to jump. Today, we're getting some inspiration. For those of you who are new here, you might not be experienced with the show. That's okay. You're not an owl, and that's your fault. You've made a mistake in your life. And so we're going to drop the Discord link in here. I'm not going to go over all of what this is, but we are learning how to jump. I'm not a personal trainer. I'm not selling anything other than readings and the Wizard Library. We're going to just learn how to jump to the moon, and we're going to be able to jump over tall buildings in a single bound by the end of the month. We're following this guide. Now we're going to watch propaganda so that we can inspire ourselves to jump. Let's do that right now. By the way, my leg is finally starting to feel better. I messed it up doing the jump training. So let me paint a picture with my words for you guys. Oh, we got an ad. We got an ad. Oh, gosh. It's so gross. Oh. Okay. I think I survived. So this particular one, again, we need to set the scene. You are now trained in how to jump. You've learned how to jump, my friends. And so what are we going to do? We're going to go ahead and we are walking home, and then disaster strikes. A thief tries to rob you, but you've learned how to jump, and so you are able to escape. That's the scene I want you to play in your mind, and that's what's happening now. So look at this guy, just walking around, being a guy with his phone. No biggie. Being a great person, very charitable. Hey, it looks like $2! That looked like the $2 that was stolen from us! Danny the thief! Just chilling, being a good guy. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, the thief just stole his dono! What a jerk! What a jerk! He's disappointed in him. So what's he do? He's gonna go after him. Look at your new jumping abilities. Uh-oh, he's sneaking up on him. Here we go. I think he would notice that. You can see his shadow. Oh, he steals his wallet and he's off! Like a herd of turtles, as the mouse owl would say. Woo! He takes only his money back. What a good guy. And look at him go. Uh-oh. Oh, this is just more of a fight, isn't it? Are you going to run, bud? This is like supposed to be about jumping, not just fighting people. We get it. You think you're really cool. All right, here we go. Let's get the jumps up in here. These are the abilities you're going to have soon. Boom! Look at you, leaping over things. Free running like a wizard. Woo! Look at that owl maneuver right there. He can't even catch you. He's got nothing on you because you can leap over buildings. You can jump over gates. He's not even close. Oh, look at that. Yoink. Yoink. Zippity-doo. Uh-oh. Neom. Yes. IRL sound effects will appear in real life to describe your ability to jump. It's incredible, boys. Absolutely incredible.
You'll just hear Tyler go, zippity-doo.
Boom! Doing the kicks there. All right, I think that's enough propaganda for today. We killed off, 4 of our people there. That's good. That's how we like to get rid of the people here so that we can move on to the good parts of the show. First off, guys, I have some exclusive footage here. I was not supposed to show this to you. You and Owl might be really angry about this, but I hacked into his phone last night, and I got actual footage of Jeanette. In real time. You see, Jeanette joined our stream last night, and she experienced her first ever banning. And so we actually hacked into You and Al's phone, and we recorded her reaction to the first time she ever got banned. So we're gonna watch that here live on air. Please, You and Al, don't be too angry at me. I know that that's a complete invasion of your privacy, but I feel like we can get past this together and grow. So let's take a look at Jeanette finding out she got banned for the first time. Here we go.
Oh boy. Jeanette said, LOL, what?
Oh, it's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So that's actual footage of Jeanette finding out about her banning. Jeanette, I'm sorry. Oh, Jeanette, I'm sorry. This might be an invasion of your privacy. My apologies. But yes, we did get that footage. I hope you're not too upset about that. All right, boys and girls, that is the first incredible video for today. What's going on?
I didn't even know I could be banned.
She didn't even know banning was a thing, and now you're a part of the Owls. Welcome.
So many things from your show.
That's what it's about. Build, grow, and create the beautiful, the good, and the true, and we learn pretty much everything. It's all over the place. We've got how to grow mushrooms. We've got how to make potatoes, how to cook. It's a lot of stuff. Tonight, we have a very special thing. So I think we need to, maybe we need to hop over to Danny's stream. Danny the Thief, if you're here, let us know, because it's time for... Oh my gosh, actually it's not time for that. I totally screwed up. We have the Wizard War Room first, then we're going to be doing Danny the Thief. My apologies. Let's recap what happened this week. All right, boys and girls. So the Wizard War Room is up first. Propaganda, espionage, and strategic analysis. So our last raid yesterday, boys and girls, 2 major streams. We were able to get the streamer to do a magic trick with us and amaze them, and they had a great time. We're actually pulling out the footage right now. We're chopping it up. We're going to put it together and let it out. It might be this weekend, or we might do it on Monday just so that there isn't some weekend content there. We don't know. We're going to figure it out. But we got 2 streamers to do the magic tricks for us, and they loved it. We moved a bag of chips, and we moved somebody's necklace with our minds. Very good stuff. On top of that, both of the people we did magic for became allies to the Owls. Albert OK and Cy Divine. Absolutely legendary. Now, we also acquired one new enemy.
Yes.
Her name is Ursula the Liar. We're going to be watching her later on in the stream, and you're going to see the enemy that we've made. Now, we also received the highest viewed stream of all time. So our recruitment efforts are going great. Congratulations, Owls. You guys are crushing getting the word out there. Congratulations. Is there an owl still on the screen? My word, there is. That's okay. You guys can still... I've been saying it with my words. It's now on the screen. You would just have read it anyway, right? That being said, the largest haul, number 5, and this special giant shout out to Jeanette. Thank you so much for this. She made it so that our war chest received the largest haul of treasure in the history of our stream. So thank you so much for that, Jeanette. You have filled the war chest. You are a legend. There's a reason you got an entire incredible video devoted to you. You are amazing, and thank you for supporting what we do. Thank you so much. Now, let's move on to our allies and enemies list just to keep everyone updated. So, on the allies side, we have Arashi Love Tarot. Make sure we're subscribed and liking her videos when she's live. We want them to know that we're here and that we're bringing joy for them. They should be happy that the owls are here. Newly added ally is Sai Divine. Positive, kind, and funny. She is a wonderful woman. Number 3, we got Albert OK, a great guy, amazing climber, by the way, guys. This guy's professional level climber. He does competitive climbing videos. If you ever wanted to do rock climbing, Albert OK is your guy. You should give him a sub, and he's got a legendary personality. Very good guy. He kind of reminds me of Brett, if Brett was Asian.
He's way more than okay.
Yeah, definitely more than okay. I would give him very good.
Albert
I would say very good. Yes. And finally, we got 305 Goddess. However, she's not an ally. She's a neutral territory. We haven't allied with her yet. However, we are not enemies with her. So make sure we're not doing anything mean there. So these people on the left here on allies, we got to bring positivity, likes, and support their channels. Now, on the enemy side, we still have Claire, the censoring peasant language monster. We also continue to have Danni the Magic Junk Drawer, also known as Danni the Thief, who stole from us. She stole $2 from us. And we're going to see if we can look past that here tonight, boys. We also have Sunnyside the Nerd, who we are calling Grease. That is going to be his name moving forward. Sunnyside's new name is Grease. And he censored us, and frankly, he looks like a troll doll. Finally, we have our newest addition to the list. Jennifer Tarot Positive Free. Ursula the Liar. So if you guys want to go ahead and don't subscribe to these people. They don't deserve it, but let them know your feedback in their comment sections. Let them know that you have been enraged. But also keep in mind, we are owls. Our secret is that we are trained in Sun Tzu's Art of War and The Prince. Let's be subtle. Let's use espionage. Let's not go rogue on us. Let's make sure we're doing this organized and that we have a plan behind our actions. So we're not just going to go and be annoying people who just get trolled and then banned and then we lose all our men. We want to hit them in organized fashions because they are our enemies. All right, boys and girls, that is the enemy list update for the week. And commendable moments from yesterday's stream. We've got 4 commendable moments. I wanted to give a shout out to Ducky Owl. Ducky Owl did some great recon and espionage and found a fantastic streamer for us. I believe she actually brought us Albert OK, if I'm not mistaken. Is that correct?
I found Albert.
Oh, you found Albert? I know Ducky Owl brought us one. It might have been Sai as well. But she brought us a great streamer, so thank you for giving us a great streamer. And also, she kept us updated on other people. So very good work there, Ducky Owl. You did a fantastic job.
Ducky Owl had a lot of great recommendations.
A lot of great recommendations. We also had Vodka Owl. I wanted to give Vodka Owl a shout out. Great ad copy. His words were very clear, very concise, and he was able to bypass a lot of the bans that caught a lot of us. So good work on that, Vodka Owl. Really appreciating that. He survived the longest. That's true.
That was impressive.
Number 3, we're thinking Jeanette again for the largest treasure haul for our war chest of all time. Jeanette crushing here. And of course, all the owls who showed up, interacted, liked, and enjoyed with the stream and commented. You guys made the show happen. You saw us through the ups and downs of this journey on the seas, and it is because of you the show even exists. So thank you all for that as well.
And special shout outs to Snow Owl and Leafy Owl, who still haven't been banned.
Wow, good work, good work. Very subtle, keeping on the download. Very good work, boys and girls. All right, so that is our commendable moments section for the week here. Now let's take a look into our strategic analysis. So morale, obviously crushing. We're on an uptrend. Things are going great here, guys. Now remember, if this ever's not feeling fun, if you ever feel like this is getting boring, we need to spice it up. Let us know. Morale is king. That is what makes us win our wars. So if it's not fun for you, let me know, and we're going to change things up until it is. Now, we also had an update to our terrain. We're not just doing live streams anymore. We have memes that are being produced. We have videos that are getting produced. We have music videos being produced. We have a lot of new elements here. So new materials, new weapons that we can use in the field of war. So make sure that we're keeping up to date on those things. I know you guys did a fantastic job with our last 2 videos. Upvotes for days, leaving positive comments to help us rank for people's names. That's the goal here. We got to get these messages in front of our enemies and also our friends. Now, positioning, this is something we're going to need to improve on. Our ally, Psy Divine, actually gave us some great feedback on this. Yes. We are really, really powerful, guys. No one has seen anything like this on the internet. We've struck down 147,000 sub-channels. They just went dead right off the bat because they couldn't handle us. We're really, really powerful. And so we need to apply Sun Tzu's laws, which is when you are powerful, we need to appear weaker. So our positioning, we need to come in at a lot more subtly, a lot lower energy off the bat because we have a lot of power that we can bring and we don't want to be showing our hand there. So let's work on that particular aspect in the next week here. As a wizard, I need to develop new effects for the magic. I don't want us to only have to do the necklace thing. I think we need to start branching out and get some new effects. So I'm going to develop those over the weekend so that we have some new things that we can cycle through so it's not getting too stale, you know?
Yeah.
Finally, we still need to work on our discipline, guys. We need to work on the discipline so that we're not firing early shots. We need to not be disrupting our negotiations. We got to be a calm hive mind of efficiency. I imagine a day when we have 1,000 owls and there's not a single downvote on the video and the person chooses to deny us, to dishonor our name, and in a matter of seconds, on the count of 3, 1,000 downvotes just go instantly right on his screen. It's just there's not even a load. It just goes instant load. That is the level of discipline that I want from us. And their entire chat just becomes owls at the same time.
Snow Owl said we shall use kindness and be more than organized.
There we go. I like that a lot. Very much. And of course, that's the general rule. If in doubt, lean towards kindness, lean towards positivity. That is the key of our group. We don't just make enemies on purpose. We have to be betrayed, Danny. Betrayed. So that is our strategic analysis. Now moving over into next steps here, guys. What do we look forward for? Of course, we're always on espionage of our enemies. We need to be shadows in their stream, gathering juicy details and all the despicable acts that they commit. We also need to focus on our recruitment. It's a big priority on how we need to get more people in here. We're doing a great job with these videos, and we need to bring in more owls. I think that we need to specifically start targeting older owls, because for what they lack in energy, they will make up for in keeping our war chest nice and full and our owls taken care of. So that is the power of having some wise elder owls on our side. Now, I think from a tactical perspective, we should start researching Let's Chat streams. Albert OK is a wonderful ally, and he is a great guy. And so I think that that might be the way to go. I think that we have the strength to start conquering some larger ships. We're really, really good at this. So let's start hitting for some bigger people, and let's go after those Let's Chat streams. Finally, make sure that you sub, like, and engage with our allies. We want them to have the experience where there is not a live that goes by when they go live that they don't have at least one owl that's like, hey, the wizard sent me over here, owl, Sherlock Owl in the chat, love your stream, keep it up. Upvote. That's the kind of positivity we want to build, so that when the enemies eventually come to our allies and say, how dare you be allies with those people, they'll be like, what are you talking about? Every time they come to my stream, they're great people, they're positive and nice, because that's what we want to bring to our allies. There should be a good reward for being allied with the owls. And so that's our next steps, boys and girls. That is the strategic analysis, propaganda, and that is the Wizard War Room updates for the week. Congratulations, guys. You have conquered and done really, really well. I was a little ahead of the game, but now is the time for our redemption story. Or not. So, let's get into it. The redemption of Danni the Thief. I think it's time for us to go and visit her stream. Let's go and see if Danny's here. Let her know that we're live, and so she can hear us out. And I'm going to hop on over. You guys can join as well. So let's head on over to Danny the Thief. I'm just going to go ahead and search Danny the Magic Junk Drawer. It's called Danny the Magic Junk Drawer. Now, again, guys, we are offering her appeasement here. We want to bring her peace and tranquility. We do not want to bring her harm. She is not. We want to extend a olive branch, if you will. Yes. So let's come on in here.
You're gonna lead the way.
I'm simply going to. Oh, I'm on the wrong account here. So let me just. Oh, we got the owl up. Good. Okay. Let me just switch over to my other account. There we go. Oh boy, I'm getting an ad. Okay, there we go. So, we're going to go ahead and say, hello, Danny. We are covering your redemption right now, live on my stream. Feel free to join or not. Either way, it will happen now. All right, so the ad copy we're coming in here with, boys and girls. Let's get this up on the screen. This is Danny. This is Danny, the Magic Junk Drawer. Now, if she fails the trials, we're going to have to let her know our feedback in the comments. So the ad copy we're coming in here with is, hello, Danny. We're covering your redemption right now, live on my stream. Feel free to join or not. Either way, it will happen now. All right, we've got that comment into chat, and we're gonna see if she responds. Okay, here we are. We're live right now. Here we go. What's his name? Tyler Sass. We heard him over the phone. That is us. Welcome, welcome. All right. We're going to be covering this right now. So we've let her know, and we're going to leave her chat here, and we're going to move to our show. Okay? So let's begin. So Danny's now aware. So the Redemption Arc of Danni. I believe that there is goodness in Danny's heart. I think Danny is a good person, and I think that we, in fact, can find redemption for Danny. Let us tell you this story. We were minding our own business, and we wanted to enjoy Danny's content. Then, disaster struck. We brought Danny money, positivity, and kindness, and she rejected our call. And more importantly, she stole my $2 super chat. I gave her a super chat of $2. We were kind enough to extend her this chat to get a reading, and she took our money and banned us. That is why we call her Danny the Thief, because she stole my $2. Now, you might be skeptical, my friends. You might be telling yourself, I don't believe this. And so what I have put together for you is what I call total proof. Absolute total proof. Right here for you, boys and girls. Live on the screen is the screenshot of my email with the receipt for my super chat that was purchased right here. I received this receipt on March 16th. You have successfully made a super chat purchase from YouTube on the channel Danny the Magic Junk Drawer. Super chat price $2 on a free tarot card reading, and super chatted to skip the line. We received no reading. We did not get the products we were promised, and that is why we call her Danny the Thief. Now, you may know her from her hit single that just came out. We're going to go ahead and roll that for you guys here. This is her hit single that came out regarding this event. And let me know if Danny joins us in chat or any of her various minions.
Will do.
So as you can imagine, she's garnered the wrath of the wizard. You don't steal from the owls. It's not about the money. It's about stealing from the owls. How are we doing over there?
I'm doing good. No one in chat yet.
It's not a scam. I want this to be made clear. I don't believe Danny is a scammer. I think she's a good person. I think she's coming from a good place.
Danny is here.
But she is a thief. She did steal $2 from us. She stole, but I do not think she's a scammer. I think that there's redemption for her.
Danny is here.
Welcome, Danny. I hope you enjoy your music. We put this all together for you. I hope you enjoy this production. This is what we did. Exactly. I think that's very fair. I think that's a very acceptable terms given the situation. I mean, this is an immense violation. Where's my...
Danny says we're friends.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Danny said we're friends.
Oh, good. That's good. Well, she would like to be friends. That's good to hear. I'm glad. But we still have to go through your redemption, Danny. We need to make sure. We got to make sure. We've got a redemption arc for you.
Okay, she says, tell her what she needs to do to make it right, but her people are waiting for her.
Okay.
So,
it's going to ruin the whole premise. All right, so her people are waiting for her. So let's cut to the chase here. So we got Danny in chat here, boys and girls. Danny, I believe, is misunderstood. She entered into the bizarre world and magical realm of the Parliament of Owls. Now, first, we kindly explained ourselves and we humbly requested the services that I paid for. And again, we brought nothing but kindness and respect. It is then, I believe, Danny was betrayed by her own moderators. They censored us, blocked us, and lied about us. Danny trusted them and stood by these false friends, and this left the owls with no choice but to use the spellcraft of the bard. The wizard learned how to do music theory in 1 hour on his lunch break and invented this song for you to exemplify our situation. So that is the Danny the Thief album. However, once again, we came into her kingdom with nothing but positivity and joy. Many of the owls felt Danny didn't deserve this. They said, no, Danny is the thief forever. She's a lost cause. But I stayed off their wrath for her. We once again requested a repayment or to allow us to do a magic trick for her. And we even linked her to this wonderful song about the whole situation. And yet again, she denied us, but her heart changed. The goodness in her resonated, and she knew she was in the wrong and being misled. She reached out. She heard the song, her heart was softened, she left a comment and said she would like to attend her stream as she is right now a woman of her word, a person to be trusted. And she wants to settle the situation with us tonight. Now, Danny the Thief is about to enter into the Colosseum for her redemption trials. I believe Danny the Thief has good in her heart and is worthy of becoming an ally of the Owls. Now, I know many of you are skeptical and many want Danny to remain an enemy, but I trust that my wizard eye, and I ask you to allow me to make my case. We're going to make the case here first, but first we're going to let Danny know the terms real quick so that you guys just are aware. One more for me. You're going to see at the end of this defense that she is in fact a good person and that she has a good heart, and we're going to go over that. She might be a little crazy, but all the owls are a little crazy, right? And she's certainly not evil. And so we're going to give her the option. We can let this thief thing go by if she is willing to repay us for her crimes. We can look past the dishonoring factors, but we cannot look past the debt to the owls. So, if you can repay us for your crimes for the $2 that you took for us at paypal.me/askawizard, we can look past this. And if you would enjoy a magic trick on your show, that would be even better. And so, Danny will be transformed from Danny the Thief to Danny the Dream. She will be a wondrous dream to be around. The ball is in your court, Danny. Let us know how you would like to proceed. All right, we're going to review exactly why I think that she is worthy. Could you go on back? There we go. A little bit more.
Back.
Yep, there we go. So we're going to take a look at the evidence right here, right now for Danny the Dream. And I'm going to review it with you guys here. And you let me know at the end, do you think Danny is a good person who is just misunderstood or something else?
She is going to send you a PayPal.
Thank you very much. Danny has already agreed to our payment terms, so now all that's left is for the opinions of the owls to decide for themselves whether or not this woman is worthy of redemption. All right. Once again, here we are. So this is called Looking for the Most Popular Girl? Yeah, came to the wrong channel. That's the title of Danny's video here over on her channel. If at the end you feel this is a good video, give her the thumbs up, and let's take a look.
She said, send the PayPal.
Can you do that? So she's got a cute little toy there. I love it. Oh, now this is an important point. I need to set this at 2x speed. She talks a little slow for me. That's okay. But don't worry, you can still understand her. So she's not the most popular person, is what she's stating here. Okay, we're okay with that. There's no problem with you being the most popular person. Okay. Oh, so there she was getting a little bullied as a kid. Very rude stuff, you know. Just she wasn't very popular. However, we did miss something subtle here because of the playback speed. I just want you to listen to the background noise here. If you listen very carefully. Do you hear the panting of a good boy? That's right. She has got a good boy, everybody. She's got a dog. How can she be that bad of a person if she's got a dog, okay? Good people have dogs. If you're a bad person and you have a dog, the dog eats you. She's not been eaten by the dog. Therefore, Danny is a good person,
the
right?
video sound on?
The video sound should be on, yes. Are you guys not hearing anything?
They said they're not hearing it.
They don't hear anything?
They said no sound on her video.
What?
They hear you, not the video.
Oh no! What the heck? Why would that be the case? That's a brand new issue. Crap. Let's click. Let me know if you can hear this one. Can you guys hear that? Let me know in the chat if you heard the owl. There's a delay there, right? That sucks, man. There's no audio at all? People would separate from her. She was picked last in school, and she felt like people just didn't like her. She was always being picked last. That's not good at all. I don't know why. Oh, well, you can tell everyone left. My gosh, owls didn't just ditching us, huh? Wow. My goodness. No, I'm just kidding. Man, so why is the audio not working?
I'm not sure. Check OBS.
There's what can I do to change that?
Check the audio set.
But what would that be? Let's try this. Let's see if this works.
Should be desktop audio.
First,
okay, I think we fixed it.
They wanted to be with that
I wonder how long that's been going on.
Feel bad. I don't know. I don't know what they were thinking.
Okay.
But I didn't like the way it felt, and I didn't like treating other people like that. Like I didn't like when people bullied another kid or called them, dirty or smelly or whatever. Like I didn't like that. I feel like
so she doesn't like bullying. She feels like we should be nice to each other. However, she wasn't very nice to us. We got banned. We got hurt. We got put down. So I don't know. I'm feeling a little skeptical here.
And I always tried to be nice to everyone. I don't think I was ever. If I was, I don't think I really meant to be.
She tries to be nice though.
So I wasn't popular in elementary school. I mean, I had friends, but I don't feel like I was ever anybody's.
She never felt like she was anyone's first choice. That's something you can relate with.
And I wasn't really their first choice if they had something better to do.
You hear that? There's the good boy again, introducing himself.
There we go.
In junior high, I was at the bus stop and
she got eggs thrown at her.
And let me tell you something. If you get hit with an egg that is flying out of a bus,
hey, peasant language. Come on.
Yeah, I was egged. in high school, I never had any boyfriends, and if I did have a guy that seemed like he was interested in me, it was usually because he was trying to get to one of my friends.
Yeah.
That happened a lot. And I always thought, oh no, this time's going to be different.
So she was often misled and betrayed. So guys, I think it's really important here. If we're going to give her a redemption arc, we got to make sure that we stay with this, because I don't want to be another statistic on Danny's life. I don't want us to turn around and come back on her and be mean. I want to break this cycle for her. I think we have an opportunity to do something really magical here for Danny and be a community that has treated her well and respected her, and we don't go back on our promise. I think that that is an opportunity we have here to bring something very special to Danny.
I taken advantage of at work because I would do people favors and they would never repay the favor. Like, oh, can you cover for me because I would do this on Saturday night, and I would do it. And then I
Let me guess, you kept giving favors and people just took advantage of you. I'm guessing INFJ, ENFJ personality type. Let me know.
Didn't care. It wasn't even like they were sorry. They just didn't care. I had a lot of friends that, like, I had one good friend of mine that I hung out with all the time, but if another friend was in town or showed up, I had to go home. I don't know why I couldn't go with them, but I was not included. And I was so embarrassed, like, to even ask, why can't I come, that I would just rather go home and not even ask.
Okay, so this, I think, this video here really exemplifies what we're talking about here. I think that Danny is someone, and could you have update that for me there? Danny the Dream, yes or no? I think that Danny the Thief is simply misunderstood. She is defensive, and we learned this from our ally Psy Divine, that we're a pretty frightening force for those who are less experienced with the internet, and I don't think Danny's very experienced with the internet. So I think the conclusion that we can make here is Danny the Thief gave her negative experiences in childhood. So she was abused in childhood by bullies, and so she's always on the defensive, so she lashes out to defend herself and maybe is misjudging us because of that. Which, while that is awful, don't get me wrong, it's not unforgivable. And I think she might be a little crazy, but aren't all the owls crazy? I think so. So she's certainly not evil in my eyes, and I think that there's a path for redemption to her. She cannot allow this debt to pass, of course, but she has already made those right with us. She has already given us her $2. She has returned this, and I think we can look past this and grow from here and make this into a really wonderful story where Danny's first encounter with a person where the people came in, offered positivity and kindness, and actually deliver on it. So that is what I would like to see happen here tonight for Danny, to go from Danny the Thief to Danny the Dream. What do you guys think? What is the chat thoughts? What do we think?
They're very upset.
With who?
Because her chat.
Uh-oh.
Because her chat called them names.
Uh-oh.
They were very rude to her.
Uh-oh.
Very rude to everyone.
Oh, no.
They
But
were
was
just
Danny
saying,
rude to them?
Danny was not.
Danny was
a
good.
Nice person.
Okay, so we're still having a problem with the moderators here. I see. So this is what we were talking about earlier. I think Danny is a victim of these terrible, god-awful betrayers stabbing her in the back, known as her mods. I think this is another example, historically speaking, of how her people that she's trusted have betrayed her once again. Perhaps that's the case. What do you guys think?
Well, I think the person who called them a very inappropriate name, very peasant language name,
Ooh.
I don't think they were a moderator, but his comment is still up. So the moderators aren't doing their job in facilitating a positive chat environment.
We're not facilitating a positive chat environment, man.
They are responsible as well.
Can we hold her accountable for the comments in her chats, though?
They're saying, what is the PayPal?
The PayPal is paypal.me/askawizard. It is on our video here. I asked OPVs to send it.
I did.
So it should be available to you guys to do.
Yes.
All right. And how is our chat feeling? How are we feeling?
They say we should put it up to a vote.
Put it up to a vote.
If she is an ally or an enemy. I don't know, though, because I feel like they're just upset at her chat.
Yeah,
but
that's
I don't think
true.
Danny is a bad person.
Danny, I don't think is a bad person either, guys. I think she's good, but man, is she being betrayed by her chat, though? Being betrayed by her mods.
I mean, the chat is a reflection of...
Do we know the name of the mod?
Well, we know the name of the guy who put the very peasant language
What's his name?
on it. It is... Empath Ronnie 80.
Empath Ronnie 80. What if Empath
Which
Ronnie
is very
80?
funny, calling himself an empath.
Empath Ronnie 80. What inappropriate word? I'm going to go ahead and mute the mic here so you can let me know what that is. What peasant language this disgusting, vile inbred had to say. All right. That's some low IQ thought processes there. We're going to go with Empath Ronnie the Dummy. How about we change this out here? And I think now we have our target here. We're going to get a new picture for Empath Ronnie the Dummy. And we have Danny the Dream as a potential. So we've separated the mod, who might be a new target for us to look into, to join our enemies list.
And Sing an Owl
And
is
oh
saying...
dear God, let me tell you, Empath Ronnie, you have made the single biggest mistake you will ever make in your life. You are going to look back on this moment in history and ask yourself 3 years from now, when owls are still popping up in your chat, still popping up on your videos, 3 years later, why? Why did I go against them? Prepare yourself, Ronnie the Dummy. Things are going to get really, really rough. All playful fun, though. College games, humor. I'm just an actor. Don't take anything I'm saying too seriously. So, Danny the Dream. How are we doing?
And Sing an Owl is saying Unapologetic Mel is a moderator, so are they just as responsible?
I think so, too. Let's get these people on the list. We need to compile them for espionage. Let's do that offline over on the private centers. Okay. We're going to take a look there, and let's do some investigations, shall we?
Okay.
All right. So, and now how are we feeling about Danny? Are we feeling like Danny the Dream?
Are we feeling good about Danny?
Are we
I feel good about Danny.
Oh, Peeves feels good about Danny. I feel good about Danny. How does the chat feel? You there, oh, Peeves?
I'm asking them how they feel.
She just kind of stared off into the space.
Yes, because you asked me to ask them how
There you go. There you go.
I
All right.
told you how
Let's
I
find out.
feel.
If she gives the money back and or gives the reading and lets you do the magic, then we will forgive. Okay. Okay. Colin says no. Jeanette says so-so.
So-so, okay.
All right. Unapologetic Mel. Yeah, we're definitely against unapologetic Mel. Leafy says no. Colin says yes and no. What? She needs to pay first. Agreed. Danny left our live. That's good. That's okay. She's allowed to leave our live.
She's doing her readings right
We have already gave her a chance Thursday, and she declined. However, she declined on Thursday, but she had a change of heart. That's where the redemption came in. She came to our video and left a comment and said, hey, where are the owls at? She wanted to make things right. She knew she did the wrong thing, and she wanted to apologize. And I think that combined with our experience with Psy Divine, where we found out that we're a very scary force to some people. You know, they get a little scared, a little intimidated. She's not that familiar with the internet, and she was bullied a lot. So she probably thought we were being mean and coming in and being attacked. What do you think?
I agree.
OPV's still agreeing here.
Because unlike Ronnie, I am an empath.
Okay. OPV's empathetic. Let her be. All right, we got let her be.
Cutie Owl said leave.
I say we wait until we see the PayPal come in. If the PayPal's not there, then she stays on the list. If she doesn't send the PayPal in, well, she stays on the list. What do you guys think? Is that a good compromise?
Cutie Owl says she left to do her stuff. She's okay, and she's not the problem. It's her mods.
I think so too.
Sing an Owl is still reluctant. She says, no, I don't like Danny still.
Okay.
Please get rid of Danny.
Perhaps we can remove Danny as an enemy, but not make her an ally. Yeah, we can move her to the neutral category.
Snow Owl says, I'm done with Danny.
Okay, we're done with Danny. Sounds good.
Jeanette says, let's move on until she pays onto another account.
Sounds good. Okay, all right. A lot of good feedback here, so we're going to wait on here, see how the PayPal goes, and let's move on with the show. So, for example, even turtles can be scary. Let's take a look at another incredible video here, boys and girls. Let's take a look, and this is crazy. I had no idea that turtles could do this. This is insane. Especially when you consider the fact that OPBs used to go around and grab these things for fun as a child. I don't know what she was thinking or what her parents would allow this to happen. This is insane. So let's take a look at what OPBs, as a little tiny toddler, was playing around with on her own in the wild.
1, 2.
Oh, yes. Yes.
What was that noise? What is that?
They're dinosaurs.
1, 2, 3. Whoa.
Absolutely crazy. That would take your arm off.
Oh, yeah.
Why was toddler OPBs playing with one of these guys? That's insane to me. Absolutely crazy. Mind-blowing.
Nothing else to do in the middle of nowhere. We didn't have TV. We didn't have internet.
Ridiculous.
We would catch frogs and
Absolutely
snakes and
ridiculous
snapping
OPBs. All right, so that's the next incredible video here. Let's take a look at some live. Let's get some live Blizzard readings going up in here. Let's go. Do we got anybody who's looking for a reading? Let's see. By the way, the self-learning course, of course, is in the link in the description, or also the disclaimer there. Let's get some live Blizzard readings going on up in here. Kyra, let's get you a reading. What would you like? Anything in particular you're liking a reading about? By the way, if you want to upgrade your reading to a 3-card reading, all you need to do is say upgrade in the chat at the end of your reading. Let us know what you thought it was worth by going to paypal.me/askawizard. Pay whatever you thought the wisdom is worth and what you can afford. And also you can send your letters to P.O. Box 8881, Missoula, Montana, 59807. All right, let's go.
And then after Kyra is Sing an Owl and Play an Owl.
All right, let's get Kyra a reading.
If she is still here.
Kyra, if you're still here, let us know in the chat.
They asked if we can rejoin some of our allies if they're live.
Can we rejoin some of our allies? Of course,
So
yeah.
we can say hi.
Let's give them some likes and upvotes and whatnot. Definitely. I'm seeing the numbers on my screen going wildly up and down. Are we okay? Is the internet good? Or is it just because they're probably hopping around to other streams and stuff? Got it. Okay. Just want to make sure that everyone's good. Because I know that sometimes we have those internet issues. Has Kyra, you said?
Kyra, yes. Kyra has not chatted.
Okay. Let's get
So
Sing
I'm
an
not
Owl
sure if
going.
he's here.
And then we have Play an Owl.
Play an Owl, yes.
All right. Sing an Owl, you're up. Ooh, popping off with the Death card here. Very nice. Okay, so the Death card is a great card to have. What this represents, it's not a curse, it's not bad luck, it's actually a great card. It's not fun for a lot of people, but it is the thing that really gets a lot of results. So, what the Death card represents for you, Sing an Owl, is it's saying you have a goal in your life. You're trying to achieve something right now. And a lot of times we look to, what do I need to do more of? What do I need to buy? What is the thing that I'm lacking that I need to get? The Death card comes in and says, no. We're turning that around. Instead, we need to ask ourselves, what do we need to sacrifice to get what we want? What am I doing now that I need to give up that's going to allow me to achieve my goals? So often we want to know, for example, like a diet. It's what diet do I need? What food do I need to buy? What exercise equipment do I need to be a success? Well, in reality, most of the success is saying, what am I willing to sacrifice? Am I willing to eat less food and work out more to achieve my goal? If the answer is yes, then I have to make those sacrifices to achieve it. So that is what the Death card's all about, is making the sacrifices necessary to achieve your goals. And so take a look that way rather than the opposite of what you were before. So that's what we see popping up there for you. I hope that helps you out. Hope that gives you some insights, and we're going to move on to the next reading. By the way, Sing an Owl, you should definitely stick around for a special feature coming up. Let me tell you.
Ooh.
Yeah, definitely. Sing an Owl.
Yes, you definitely want to save for that.
By the way, can you message, ask you and Owl or Jeanette if they would like that upgraded thing that we talked about, or if they're, because I didn't get a response back from them on the text. They never mentioned, so I just want to make sure we can definitely 100% do that, but I want to make sure that they want it, and if not, then that's fine. I just didn't get a response, so I want to make sure. Awesome. All right. Let's see.
Play an Owl is up next.
Play an Owl, friend of Singing Owl. Welcome to the flock, my friends. How are you doing?
Danny is currently in line.
Good, good. All right. So has she confirmed her negotiations and terms?
She asked for the PayPal again, so I sent it to her. Said it'll say Tyson Software Solutions.
True.
So.
Okay. All right. Singing Owl, you're up. Ooh, Singing Owl. Ooh, got a secret to hide? No, I'm just kidding. We got the Lovers card popping up here. Oh, forgot. It's YouTube censored version here, guys. So we got the Lovers card showing up. So what this represents is being in a situation where we might be falling in love. We might getting swept off our feet. However, this doesn't necessarily mean falling in love with somebody else. This could be something like falling in love with an idea, on a concept. But the core takeaway for this is that you need to realize that when we enter this state here of the Lover card, we have to realize that we're not able to make good judgments. When you fall in love, it's no different than being on drugs. You're not able to accurately read people. You're not able to make good judgments, and your brain is not functioning right. So when you enter into a lover situation, whether that's for a new hobby, a new business, a new idea, a new person, whatever it is, you got to make sure you got a neutral third-party friend who is going to tell you the truth, even if it's not something you want to hear, because they love about you and they care about you and they want the best for you. So that is the warning here for you, Playing Owl. And for you specifically, I'm picking up on that there is this... it's kind of like a playful love, and I get the feeling that this topic kind of brings a little bit of anxiety up for you, and I think that's due to the youthfulness that's there. And so rather than feeling insecure about this, what I would say is instead, let's think about how we can just enjoy this new experience. I think that that's going to help you out a lot more, rather than fixating on like, this is the, oh, I'm so embarrassed. It's like, wow, this is a cool new feeling. What the heck? This is cool. And so that is what I'm seeing popping up there for you, Playing Owl. I hope that helps you out. Hope that gives you some insights, and we're going to move on to the next reading.
So Danny has paid us back with interest.
Danny has paid us back with
Very
interest,
good.
people. That, I think, is a really big marker here. A big,
Very
honorable move there. Thank you so much, Danny.
I asked if she would like a 3-card reading.
Would she like a 3-card
her
reading?
payment.
Thank you very much.
Said yes.
Awesome. She said yes?
She has not
Okay.
replied yet.
Okay, and how about
So
Jeanette
just let
or
us
you and
know,
Al?
Danny.
Did they respond?
Jeanette said they did not receive a text from you yesterday.
To you and Al.
She doesn't know anything of it.
Okay, Jeanette, would you like a 9-card reading for your generous donation yesterday? That was greatly appreciated, and I didn't know until the end of the show what the donations were. OPVs typically doesn't tell us what the amounts are because we like to just make sure everything's neutral. So if you'd like a 9-card reading, and also for me to send you a book in the mail that is stamped, let me know, and we will definitely get that going for you. So let us know. Very, very generous of you. And also, thank you very much to Danny. Thank you very much, Danny, for your donation and interest. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Cheesecake Owl is so Alex saying very honorable.
Yeah.
Sherlock Owl saying thank you. Plain Owl says thanks for the reading. Awesome. Leafy Owl says okay. Wow, look at this, guys. So we got everyone except Cheesecake Owl, who's a little bit of a saber rattler. We gotta tone down on the saber rattling, you know.
Have a forgiving heart.
Yeah.
Especially if someone redeems themselves.
Exactly.
As Danny has.
Exactly. Danny has redeemed herself, and we knew that the mistakes we made is that we underestimated how powerful we are. We scare people, as Sai Divine showed us. When we showed up, she's like, is this the end? She was terrified. She's like, what is happening right now? Are we being shut down by the government? Like this was a massive undertaking for her. So imagine Danny probably felt similarly to that, and you give her her background and the fact that she was willing to make amends, to comment on her video, to be kind. I think we need to 100% friend to Danny. I think that we need to not be against Danny. Obviously, we're going to keep the beautiful music because, I mean, I would be so happy if someone made an awesome song for me. That's pretty cool. So
She would like the 3-card reading.
3-card reading sounds good. And how's
I haven't
Jeanette?
heard back from Jeanette.
Okay, no problem at all.
And then after that, Leaf Yellow would like a reading.
Sweet. Let's go. Let's get Danny a 3-card reading here. We're doing a reading for Danny right now. There we go. See, look at that. Amends.
Look at that.
We have had amends, people. Very good work. Very good work. Let us have a reading for Danny. Let's take a look. Ooh, looking into the past here. Okay, we got the Wheel of Fortune popping up here. So this is a really cool card, Danny. So what this represents is being in a situation in your life where you have abundance and opportunity. There's all these doors open. There's all these potential avenues that you can take. And for you, what I'm picking up specifically is you are similar to me in the way that it's so hard to pick a door because then we have to give up all the other doors and you're just like, I don't want to choose one. No, all of them. I want to pick all. And that's the Wheel of Fortune is a lot of doors being open. This can cause people a lot of anxiety as well because it feels like chaos. It feels like turmoil. But in reality, there's just a lot of different opportunities. And it looks like you managed to go with something that's more along the lines of, let's make sure my base material needs are met. Let's make sure I've got a place to eat, food, shelter, all those good things. And that's the door that you chose. And that actually worked out really, really well for you. Because as we walk into the present, what we see is the 9 of Pentacles. And as you can see, this is a beautiful, beautiful card. This is about flowering, abundance, having your fruitful harvest ready to be harvested. It's about joy and abundance. And that's where we find you at right now, is this state where we have attained a material wealth. We feel like we can support ourselves. We feel like we're not in fear of losing everything. And I'm picking up that there were some times in our life where that was the case, where we were feeling a lot of pain and a lot of financial stress, where it was like, man, am I going to be able to pay that today? And now you finally entered this space where, it's not to say that, we're massively wealthy. We're not, billionaires over here, but hey, I know that I'm going to have food on the table this month, and that's a blessing in of itself. And, there's a lot of people who don't have that. And so that's beautiful to see that flowering abundance coming in for you, Danny. Is that sounding accurate for you? Let me know in the comments below if that's sounding on point. If it's not, that's perfectly fine. We will adjust accordingly. If it is sounding accurate, we'll move on to the next steps. Now, that might sound weird because I know you do psychic readings. I'm a wizard, though, so I do wizard readings. This is archetypical story, philosophy, and magic and illusion. So I've memorized philosophical wisdom to try and help you figure out what character you are, what story you're on, and what philosophical advice do you need to move forward on that hero's journey. So it's a little bit different there. We're not talking to spirits or angels or demons or any of that stuff. This is just philosophy and logos. Let's see here in the chat. Let me know if Danny responds.
Will do.
And how's chat feeling? Are we glad that we have the redemption of Danny the Dream? Danny the Dream.
They are still a bit upset at her chat and her moderator.
I can understand that, and maybe this is a good time for us to make amends. Danny's in the chat. Let her know. Why is her mods banning everyone who are coming in and leaving positive, kind comments? It seems to me if my mods were banning people who were new to my channel, that's a really bad way to grow your channel.
Especially people who come and say, hello.
Yeah, if someone comes in and says, love, happiness, abundance, we love your show, you're doing a great job. We're owls.
Ban them.
Yeah, exactly. They're not saying anything rude or cruel, right? And that's that's not going to help your channel grow. And it sounds like your mods are trying to really stifle your growth.
Yeah, like I would react how
Albert OK, who's a new
said
ally of
he
us. We did
rolled
the
with
last
it.
night, the same stream. We went over to Albert OK. He's got 40 people in his chat. We jumped on in. Hey, the wizard is here. He's never met us, doesn't know who we are. Hey, the wizard's here. I'll love to do a magic trick, definitely. And now he's got a bunch more subs. He got the most upvotes I've seen in a long time on his stream, and it was all because he came in with positivity and joy. So just think about that with your moderators here.
He started rolling with it. He said, "The wizard is here."
The wizard
He
is
had
here.
no idea
We'll have the
what he was
promo
talking
video
about.
coming out soon. Yeah,
But
definitely.
yeah, very.
Did Danny
good
confirm
reaction.
this is sounding accurate?
She has not said anything.
We're going to move forward assuming that it's correct, and we're going to move on to the next steps, which what we see here is the 10 of Cups. This is pretty much one of the best cards you can get in the deck here. This is about as good as life gets. This is saying that in the near future, you're looking at the completion of an emotional chapter in your life. You've got God's promise fulfilled here. You got a happy man and woman with children, a flourishing homestead, beautiful flowing water, a fertile ground. It's just as good as life gets. And so what this typically means is the end of one emotional chapter. I'm picking up on there was some really big emotional distress in the past here, Danny, and really kind of making our lives a little miserable, a little frustrated. And so be happy with the fact that I think that turmoil is going to be coming to an end soon. And I think that now is the time to really start a new chapter in your life and to grow and to go on a new hero's journey. And so that's what I see popping up there for you, Danny. I hope that helps you out. I hope that gives you some insights. And thank you for joining and having a reading. And glad that we could do that for you today. And thank you for the interest. The interest on our $2. I appreciate that a lot. Thank you. My goodness. Let's see. Who's up next? Jeanette would like her 9 Carter? All right, let's go. Now, guys, Jeanette dropped the single biggest dono in Ask a Wizard history. So let's get her a round of owl applause in the chat. Drop some owl emojis. She has added to the war chest. She has filled us up for a lot of voyages. So thank you very much for that. Let's get you a reading here, Jeanette. By the way, you're going to find out why I'm able to say Jeanette so easily now, because we've got our enemy's name changed. I changed it based on your name alone. I said, no. Jeanette, I will make sure her name is correct from now on. We will not refer to our enemy by any name that gets stuck with that at all. And so she has a new name now. We have renamed her. All for you, Jeanette. All right, let's go. Boom, boom, boom. And this is bringing me back to Facebook days. Remember these readings back in the day? All right, so starting off on your hero's journey here, we've got the 2 of Swords popping up for you. So the 2 of Swords is about a choice regarding logos. So what this represents for you, Jeanette, is that you are at a crossroads right now in your life, and it's an intellectual choice. I think this actually came up for you earlier too, which is really crazy. So this is saying that you have 2 choices to make, intellectual choices. One, your heart is pulling you towards, and then the other is your mind. This is the classic head-heart dynamic, and you have to weigh the pros and cons and figure things out. Now, the guiding energy for this is very odd. This is the major arcana, and what you're seeing pop up is the Devil card. So the Devil card represents a temptation from Satan. Oof, that's always scary. You never want. It's tough when you're at a crossroad decision and then you find out, oh, one of these options that sounds really good might be a trick and a deception. Oh, that's so let's figure out, let's get some advice for this particular piece here so that we can figure out the right direction to go. Absolutely. So looking at your subconscious motivations and your higher level motivations, we're going to see if there's any conflict here. So on your base instincts, this would be your id. This is your subconscious desires. This is the real reason you're trying to make the choice that you're making, but you don't really know why you're making it. You're not telling other people. This is your secret reason. And so the subconscious reasons for it is the 10 of Pentacles. So one of the choices is regarding the 10 of Pentacles, which is about a flourishing to completion of a material chapter in your life, wanting a happy family with love and abundance. This is a happy married couple with some puppies. You know, it's just a beautiful, beautiful place to be. One of the best cards in the deck. And right up there with the last one we just had with the Ten of Cups. And so there's this id desire for a happy, abundant, flourishing family. Now, on the higher level motivations, we got the King of Swords, which is in major conflict with our id. So this is what you're telling other people you want to do, but it's in major conflict with your base desires. So what we see popping up here is the King of Swords. This is about thinking about thinking. This is saying that you're overthinking. You want to be you're telling other people that your ambitions and the big choice that you have to make here is between a family, an abundant family, and then the other one is an intellectual career. So those are the two crossroads that we're seeing here, with the King of Swords at the top and then the material Ten of Pentacles at the under the surface there. So that's the conflict we see at play. Now let's look into the past here and see how we got to this point. Oof. All right, so the past here is filled with some betrayal and pain. My word. So we see the Ten of Swords popping up here. And so we have been let down, betrayed, and this is not good at all. This is saying that you gained knowledge that really left you felt stabbed in the back and let down. So that's kind of what's led to the situation of you feel like you were let down. Maybe you didn't get the experiences that you wanted in the past, and so now we've got this crossroad. Do we follow this intellectual path, or do we follow this material abundance and happy family? And those are the conflicts that we're running into, and we have to be wary because there's a major arcana here saying if something sounds too good to be true, it probably is. And so that's where we got to be concerned. And vice versa. The devil's favorite trick is to tell you that good is bad and that bad is good. So when the world's telling you to do one thing and your heart's telling you another, usually the world is wrong. So keep that in mind here as we move forward onto this journey. Now, is this sounding accurate for you? Is this giving you some insights, Jeanette? Obviously, you don't need to give us too much details, but let us know in the comments below if this is sounding accurate for you, and we'll move on to the next steps if it is. And if not, we will adjust accordingly. Let me know. How are you doing over there? You're just making weird eyes?
She said hashtag wisdom heart.
Okay, I'm going to assume that sounds accurate. Awesome.
Well, she said that prior, so...
Okay.
We still need to wait for the delay for her to confirm
Are you okay?
it is accurate, and she said, I'll follow my heart, thank you.
Awesome,
So I
okay.
guess it's sounding good?
Sounding good. Sweet. Well, let me tell you what, that sounds like a good plan according to this, because it is looking great. My word. Because the next steps we see is the Seven of Cups. This is this is actually TJ's favorite card here. And this represents confidence in emotions. This is saying that you should trust your family, your friends, your loved ones, the people who want the best for you. They're going to guide you well and give you the insight that you're looking for. And trust your feelings, trust your heart there. And that's the Seven of Cups popping up. So that's great to see for the next steps. Now, for the information you need to know, the reaction you're going to have to this is the desire to be patient with the material. So interestingly enough, the feedback that your family and friends and your heart is going to give you is going to tell you, be patient. You're going to say, no, I want to be patient with the material. I don't want that. And so the Queen of Pentacles is saying that that's your reaction to it. However, the situation that you're in is the Six of Swords. So your environment is about a grind in the intellectual. So you're currently doing an intellectual grind and grinding, and it just doesn't feel like it's getting anywhere. And so you keep telling yourself, be patient with the material, be patient with the material. And the Six of Swords just keeps grinding along and grinding along. And so that's a really frustrating situation to be in. Now, what the secret information you need to know, that you don't know, that you should know, that we see popping up here, is the Tower. So the Tower is an intense card. This is about finding out something that you believe to be true is false, and it causes everything to come crashing down. So this is important to be on the lookout for here. This is tying in directly with that devil nonsense here. It's when the world's been telling you this is the truth, this is the truth, this is the truth, and then you find out it's not, and then it comes crashing down, and it's going to be world shattering. So be very careful with this situation. And the good side of this is to realize, hey, finding out the truth. At least you're finding it out now. The sooner you find it out, the sooner you can get past it and move on. And so the final steps, what this all leads up to, what we think that this is going to be the final outcome of, if you take this information into consideration and choose to take action on it, is the Page of Wands, which is the inexperienced beginning of a new spiritual journey. So it seems like you have a big spiritual transformation ahead of you, and you begin a new journey in your life on a path of spiritual fulfillment. And it's an inexperienced journey, though. You haven't done this one before, so it'll feel awkward. It'll feel a little bit out of place, but you are on the path towards this, and have fun with it. Have a good time and take it nice and slow. There's no reason to rush a spiritual journey ever. Have fun with the process. All right, so that is the card reading for Jeanette. Thank you so much for letting us give you a reading. Again, thank you so much for that support. You are a wonderful human being.
Jeanette says, could the devil nonsense be witchcraft or something wrong done to me?
No, so that's what tarot stuff. I don't do those kinds of things. So these are a mnemonic system. I've memorized mnemonic devices, and so there's biblical, archetypical, and philosophical principles memorized on each card. It's a memory system. So for the devil card, it represents the nature of Satan himself, the way that he behaves. And so we live in Satan's kingdom. So Satan's always around, trying to trick us, trying to deceive us. You go watch the flashing boxes, they'll tell you to eat poison, and the things that make you feel good are great for you. It's a complete inversion of truth. So Satan's all about inverting things. So whatever they say is good and moral and true is evil and satanic, and typically what they say is satanic and evil is usually moral and good. So you got to be careful for that kind of trickery, because the propaganda machines will pump that into your head all day long. I mean, if you followed the news, you'd be eating 15 servings of bleached white bread and 2 ounces of steak and a few vegetables sprinkled on top, and that's the ideal diet according to the flashing boxes. So you got to be really careful when trusting, because I mean this is a realm run by Satan. You got to be careful. All right.
She said thank you.
No problem at all. Glad to help, and thank you very much. All right. With that, I think that's good. Are we good to move on?
Yeah, and then we'll have 2 readings after.
Perfect. All right, boys and girls. Thank you so much for sticking with us there. We're going to move on to the special section next, which is the first ever on YouTube. But first, I think we have an incredible video in here to just transition on in. So let's take a look at an owl taking down a person. This is very interesting. This guy managed to demonstrate why the owls are so amazing. So this is a single owl versus a full-grown human.
Swear to God.
I apologize in advance. There's a lot of peasant language in here, but it's worth it.
This owl just attacked
So you
me.
just
I
got
swear to
attacked
God.
by this owl for fun. In broad daylight.
Oh my God. Oh shit. That's crazy stuff. That is fucking... Alright, that's a recap.
Oh, I got to turn it off a billion times speed, don't I? There we go.
At me. I knocked it out. I'm going to kill it with a shovel. So, I guess according to our laws, you cannot kill an owl. Even if it attacks your face twice.
So now he's got a face guard on. She's trying to negotiate with the owl.
This bitch tried to tell me that owl did not attack me. The owl swooped down and put his talons in my face. Bitch, the owl attacked me. Twice. We got owls swooping out of trees, trying to snatch your people up, hide your kids, hide your wives, and hide your husbands, because they're attacking everybody out.
So that is that, my friends, is an owl attempting to take down a person. Let's move on to our next segment here, shall we? How are you doing over there, Peeps?
Good. El Piper has joined, and he says, tell
Welcome.
Tyler he looks like a gamer with that headset.
Well, thank you, El Piper. Welcome. How are
It
you
is a
doing?
gaming headset.
By the way, can you add El Piper to the list? Because I think it would be fun for us to all show up on an Owl's live stream one day on a gaming stream and blow him
true.
up. Yes. And
Very
have some
true.
fun over there.
He's on Twitch, though, so not
He is on
everyone
Twitch.
Can join,
That's true, but I think that it's
can get a good
worth to
number
send
of
him over a few owls. All right, let's move on, my friends, to the Desolation Phase. Tonight, we're introducing you to our newest enemy, Ursula the Liar. Could you update that for us? What are you doing over there?
I'm inviting someone to the stream.
Awesome.
To get a reading.
Okay. So, this is the Desolation of Ursula the Liar. So, you guys might be familiar with Ursula here. Her former name was Jennifer. And last night, she treated us very, very poorly. And so, we're going to be reviewing that here tonight. And then I'm going to be showcasing you some stuff that we put together.
It's me. This is you.
Just watching an ad here real quick. All right, there we go. And we're going to go ahead and move this to the 2440 mark. And we're going to see what experiences we had in chat. Cheesecake Owl, I think you might know what some of those were. Let's take a look right here.
Okay, Miss S, whatever problem you've been going through, you're going to have justice, okay? I feel you've got a lot of choices, and maybe you have too many, but it's good.
This is Ursula. You can tell it's Ursula by her hair that looks like she's wearing a helmet, and that she can literally just pop it off and set it aside like a Lego piece. And that's one of the telltale signs you're dealing with Ursula. She also felt the need. Now, I don't know. If you look at what I'm looking at right here, I don't want her talking about dirty messages at all. My gosh, that is some... But nonetheless, she decided to sell herself out for that, Ursula the Liar. So that is what she decided to go with in her title. Let's see what she has to say about Cheesecake Owl.
To have too many, not enough? Okay.
She calls him Tweak. She calls Cheesecake Owl Tweak, like a tweaker. She's accusing you of drug use. That is defamation. She is slandering us right now.
Okay, Tweak is here. Okay, Tweak. All right. So you have the Strength card. This is self-love, self-courage. You're aligning well with the universe.
She's about to realize right now, in about 13 seconds, that the owls have arrived, and she's going to lose her mind. Now, keep in mind, we came in with positivity, love, happiness, joy, kindness, all of the good things in the world. We brought her joy. We said we want to bring you entertainment. We want to bring you money. We want to give you gifts. And this is how she responded.
And your relationship. And I feel
There she is. She's finding out about us.
Okay. I would like to purchase a reading and do
I want to purchase a reading and do a magic trick for you. If I walked into a store and I said to you, Mr. Cash Register, I would like to purchase your products and do a magic trick for you. Can you think of any person who isn't an immoral, terrible, garbage person that would ever say anything other than, yes, thank you? I can't.
Okay, no games.
No games. That's how much she's so used to just nonsense and terror and horror in her life that she sees greatness and joy, and she says, no games.
The life cycle success.
Absolutely sickening.
Spiritually enlightened. Okay. Thank you, Christine. Okay, Ross. I'll do if you're serious, you can get a read.
She says, Taylor, it's Tyler, you dummy! Jeez! Tweak and Taylor? Gosh, what is this? You were worried about me, Jeanette. I think this is way worse. Ursula here really screwing things up.
If you play games, you're out.
She's calling out Sherlock Owl.
Wow.
By the way, Sherlock Owl's messages are like, hey, love your stream, heart emoji. She doesn't even mention anything about the stream. She's absolutely wonderful.
Love.
How do the owls come with love? You've never experienced love in your life, you harpy. Whatever. I've never experienced love, and I'm not planning on doing it anymore. I only view love as a transaction that I can strip the money out of people's wallets by waving cards in their face. Right, Ursula?
Oh, are we? Hold on.
Oh, who's this?
Now I'm trying to...
Uh-oh. Having some trouble there, Ursula? Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, man. Get out of here. Hold on. I'm only taking...
Oh, my word! What did you just say? Did you just say what I think you said? You said you're only taking legitimate people?
Wow.
She just dehumanized us. That's a hate crime. She should be in jail. How dare you? That is injustice. She called you guys not legitimate people. She's denying your existence. Your existence right now. That is abominable. And now, after delegitimizing you, saying you aren't even people, committing a hate crime worthy of jail time in excess of 35 years plus, she is going to go on a banning spree, which is censorship, which is also illegal. You done messed up here, Danny. Oh, Danny, what am I saying? Ursula, my apologies.
Turn.
All my hate is just in corridors
so,
in my head.
I'm gonna go on
thousands
Hold
of
on.
philosophical books, but names?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Listen, by the way, that wasn't paused. She literally just goes completely silent because she's spending so much time banding you people. She's just going down the list because she can't do it two things at once. Still banning. Still banning. Still banning. Still banning. Take them out! She wants you guys killed! That's a threat! She just said she wants hitmen to come and kill you in an indirect way, of course. That's what my tummy's telling me. I'm feeling it. And my tummy is a very unreliable source of information. But let me tell you, that's what I took. When have you ever heard the expression, take them out, used in any other context than hiring a hitman on the internet using Bitcoin to kill people? That's what I want to know. This is a lot of crimes going on here. A lot of criminal behavior.
Thank you, Christine. Yeah,
Hide the trolls. She called love, kindness, and joy trolls. By the way, she's about to accuse Cheesecake Owl of being a drug user, which again, slander, defamation, this is a crime. She's accusing Cheesecake Owl of crimes. This is illegal. This is against the law. Hello. Yeah, it doesn't work that way, you dummy. Tweak! His name's not Tweak, you dummy!
She's illiterate.
She doesn't know how to read!
Quit doing the baby! Quit doing
accusing you. By the way, holding your hand like this doesn't make it any louder, you dummy. You're talking into a microphone, you garbage human being. Can you believe her accusing Cheesecake Owl of drug abuse? He hasn't touched a drug in his life. You know why? Because he's got morality in his heart. He's got joy and passion and energy and fulfillment and glory. Something that you never had here. Or perhaps you did and you lost it to the pits of your own hardened heart, Ursula. By the way, take a look at the meme lamp here. That's the picture of a woman's parts or a lamp. We don't know which one it is. She went to the good old Walmart, picked up a lamp, and thought it looked real stylish, didn't ya? With your cheap old $2 t-shirt that you've had for 4.5 years. Look, you living inside of a little corridor. You got air vents off on the side. Your hair's going to turn into a fuzzball. What do you think you're doing on these parts of the internet, accusing people of drug abuse, unless, of course, you're projecting something, Ursula. perhaps you're going to give us information onto what kinds of drugs you use. Since we know Cheesecake Owl is a clean man, let's find out what drugs you use, Ursula. What do you project onto other people?
Quit doing the drugs. God. Cute kitty. I don't know if this is legit. Yeah,
just had tweak. Gosh. Well, they can't because they don't know who that is, you dummy.
Tweak needs to go to
Needs
rehab.
to go to rehab. How many times, Ursula? How many times you been to rehab? Let us know.
Carol Reed. Tweak, go to rehab.
Let us know, Ursula.
Oh.
Goodbye, John. Banning John Watson now.
Wow.
Tweak. Go to rehab.
Oh my gosh. Screeching about rehab. What a deranged, demonic psychopath.
Did somebody sing a song?
Did someone sing a song, go rehab? I don't know. I'm sure you're going to attempt it and look like a fool. Let's see what happens.
Tweet, go to
Oh, look at that. You tried to sing a song and you looked like an idiot. Wow. It's almost like I knew that was going to happen.
Yes,
Hide. She's trying to hide Sherlock Owl now.
Oh, aren't you little...
Really? Really? That's your laugh? You grow a second chin and you go... Really? That's how you laugh? That looks like you're possessed by a demon.
Asses. Oh my god. Tweak needs to go to rehab.
Wow, Tweak needs to go to...
Lay
off the meth. Okay, add meth abuse to the list of Ursula's projections. What else? What else do you abuse, Ursula? Let us know your dark secrets. Put down the beer, so you're an alcohol-abusing meth head is what I'm taking away from your psychological projections that are based solely on my tummy's intuition and my wizard eye. And those are not things you should trust. Guys, form your own opinions here. Obviously, I am an actor playing a character. I'm a wacky guy, but that's what I'm feeling from this video.
Come on now.
Oh boy, guys. It's coming up in less than 10 seconds. This is something we missed yesterday.
Oh no, what happened?
I think this might be the most abysmal thing that she's done.
Hey, I wanted some excitement tonight,
Here we go.
So hey, whatever. Alright, hold on, let me get myself together.
That's it. Guys, she's drinking a non-diet, full calorie, 16-ounce Mountain Dew. The surreapist of surreapist drinks you can get. The most calorically dense, unhealthy, cancerous poison you could pour into your dirty, filthy tub of a body. Can you imagine unironically drinking completely full-calorie Mountain Dew on a regular basis? This was on a Thursday night.
Wow.
At Thursday night, she's pounding back the basically just diabetes in a bottle. Mountain Dew. That's sickening.
It explains a lot.
That is vile. Vile. We need to look into Mountain Dew's advertising.
Sherlock Owl loves Mountain Dew.
Oh boy. But Sherlock Owl is younger. At that point,
Yeah,
when you're below the age of 21, you can basically just eat dirt. It doesn't change anything. So you can continue to eat garbage until 21. But after 21, enough! Never put a single vile thing in your body again after 21. It should be pure, home-cooked meals made with a healthy amount of vegetables for carbohydrates, a fresh abundance of beans to give you that nice low glycemic index, slow releasing carbs, and a high protein meal with a good level of healthy fats so that you've got nice satiation and you've got its sustainability. That's the only thing. You should think of your body as literally a temple where you are presenting things to a deity, because that's what Jesus tells us to do. Treat our bodies like a temple. That's what I would recommend. And then one day a week, do whatever you want. Have some fun. Let's go on, shall we? Oh,
It could be Danny.
at this point, she's
It
going
could
to
be
accuse someone named Danny and reveal deeply inappropriate, vile things about her life. And what I'm assuming, and don't have evidence to support, is her divorcee of some sort. She talks about divorce a lot and how marriage is evil and you should stay out of marriage, and that if you ever get married, it's the worst thing. And she screams about a guy named Danny. You're all Danny. You're all Danny. It's all Danny's fault. Danny's doing this. It's all one person, people. Don't worry. It's all one person. Danny's doing it. It's all Danny. It's all of them. All of them are Danny. And then she got 21 downvotes.
Speaking of
Danny. It could be Danny. Yep, I didn't think of that, Rob. He is so stupid.
Absolutely sickening.
Living off your girlfriend.
Living off your
Danny.
girlfriend? Yeah, I doubt it. I highly doubt it.
All right.
What are you living off of, Danny?
All right, so
Live
we're
streams on
going back
YouTube with
to-
your 4 viewers? We brought every viewer to your stream,
Back
you
to
dummy.
business, everybody. Okay, Swada. You want to know?
All right, we're going to listen to her
Okay,
tell
Swada.
someone that gets every single card is 100% on point with, hey, you should look into marriage. You should start growing your relationship. Time is now. It's great to have kids and have a family. This is the time. Every single card she gets is a signal for that. She proceeds to go and say, oh, this means don't get married. That's a bad thing. Watch this liar act.
Do not want nothing from you.
I don't want nothing from you, owls. I came bearing gifts, positivity, and energy, and you called us drug addicts, you freak.
From you. No, Colin.
No, don't donate. We don't need your money. Fine. I don't need to give you my money.
Okay, will I in Summit? Oh, enter. Okay, he is a Taurus. All right. Will Swata and Summit
I guarantee you her name is not Swata. Okay? Let me guess. What was her name? Stephanie? Oh, what's this name here? Stephanie. Swata! Swata here is getting ready about love.
Okay, inquiring minds want to know.
Inquiring minds want to know.
Thank you guys for
tearing the trolls out. I'm the winner.
I'd kill to have Tiffany and Navia here because somebody.
Somebody would have gotten cussed out. So there's something worse than your potty mouth, you peasant.
Especially
You
Navia,
peasant language fool.
Ooh.
Uh-oh. Getting stopped again? Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah. It's Danny. Danny.
It's just Danny. It's only one person. It's just Danny.
Oh.
Peasant language.
And
Peasant language.
father.
She calls him a terrible father. Maybe it's because he has the kids and you don't. Maybe there's a reason for that. Do you know how hard it is to have a case where you don't get to have the kids and you're a woman in America? The entire system is rigged against you. Every single thing is in the favor of women. It's like a 95% chance that the children go to the women. And despite that, she's sitting here upset that the man is taking care of kids. Wow. What a vile human being.
Okay. Now, you do have
Cup of Love. So she has the Ace of Cups is what it's called. So she's beginning a new emotional journey in her life is what it's supposed to be.
This guy wants to offer
you that Cup of Love. So he wants to get married to you is what she's trying to imply. Let's see what she says.
See, well, there is, okay.
She stops realizing the truth and then changes it because she's a liar.
Wow.
There is a marriage
card, but
I want you to focus on having a good relationship, okay? And not be so worried about getting married because marriage is not.
Don't worry about getting married because marriage isn't as fun as you think it is. What do you have to hide, Ursula?
Okay, that's that the Prince Charming's gonna come and carry you away. That is not.
You
marriage.
thought that that's what marriage was? You got into marriage Ursula thinking that a relationship is Prince Charming coming to sweep you off your feet and take you away as a pretty princess? What kind of messed up, damaged brain do you have? Have you been watching those flashing boxes again, Ursula? That is a sick misrepresentation of love. Have you read a book in your life? I doubt it. You can't read a name. Have you read Plato, Aristotle? Have you read, I don't know, Aesop's fairy tales, Irish fairy tales, Divine Comedy? You got Beatrice! I mean, come on. Crime and Punishment even has better lessons on love than that. Love isn't Prince Charming sweeping you off your feet, Ursula, darling. It's about a partnership. It's about saying, hi, I would like to enter into an alliance with you. I have strengths, and you have strengths. I have weaknesses, and you have weaknesses. I believe my strengths will work with your weaknesses, and your strengths will work with my weaknesses. And I think together we can work to becoming better people. And I would like you to be my supportive coach. As I try to improve my life, you try to improve mine. Let's make this a deal. Let's try to become the best us we can be. And then maybe we reach the level where we feel worthy of bringing a soul and another human being into this world and helping to shape that and help guide it on this journey. That's what love is supposed to be. That's what marriage is, Ursula. Why on earth are you so against that? What do you have to hide?
It's hard work. Okay? You have the Queen of Pentacles, okay? She's a businesswoman. She wants you to keep your eye on
By the way,
ball.
Queen of Pentacles represents the queen being patient with the material. So it's saying not to get into kids too quickly.
It's on your job. She's all about maintaining the household and maintaining
It has nothing to
finances.
do with maintaining finances. That's not true at all.
You can run your household, okay? Now, you have
Just so you
to-
guys know, this is a bit. It's a joke because the cards, I have a mnemonic system memorized for them. Everyone has a different mnemonic system memorized. So for me to say that they're incorrect it's just a joke, obviously.
Swords. So there's going to be a major life decision.
She's at a major life decision up ahead. She gets a card about marriage, overflowing emotion, and to not have kids too quick. And she's got a choice to make. And she's sitting here saying, "It's just don't get married, though."
Have enough information to make that decision because the moon card is here and the blindfold is on. All right. You are going
And
to
then she gets the card about having a fertility and children. The Sun card. So it's the most on-point marriage reading you could ever have.
Okay, you just got to calm down and don't push this person.
Don't push
Let
the person.
relationship
Don't
Lean
push
back
this
and
person.
let
Don't let things happen. Don't try and
don't
control
try to
it.
control it.
Wow.
Okay. Oh,
Oh, and she calls herself a, and I can say this because I have to repeat it, just like a court of law, because she's a criminal who slandered Cheesecake Owl. She calls herself an ass and a bitch. So just so you guys know, she believes that she herself is an ass and a bitch by her own words and her own omission. That is what she believes about herself.
That's right. That's absolutely right, and that is getting you out of here. Bye-bye. I'm hiding people. I'm not going to be like the mods and time you out. If you say something disrespectful in here,
Listen
you're
to
out
this.
of here.
Listen to this monster.
You are out of here. You are hidden. You
By
are
the way,
out.
hiding them doesn't make them out. They come back in 5 minutes, you dummy.
All right, because you.
All right, and then, by the way, the last card here is a happy family getting married, walking through a marriage ceremony, holding hand in hand with flowers. So every single card here is a reference to marriage. I just want to fast forward real quick here. We have one last piece, which is I want to show you her cackling like a demon.
Oh no.
So we're going to fast forward here to the 44-minute mark.
I'll be here waiting on your dumb ass.
Oh boy, we need to make that a GIF. Wow. All right, boys and girls. So that is Ursula. So now you understand and maybe we'll fast forward to this as well. Just where she calls out the fact that her ratio just got destroyed by us and how she's really insecure about it now.
Yes.
And she's saying, "Oh, thank you for all the up votes. I don't know why there's all those down votes."
Okay. All right. Thank you guys so much for the likes. Just ignore those.
Just ignore those weirdos.
Trolls have been on. All right, so.
Oh.
You're welcome, Christine. Okay. So.
Oh. Ursula. We are going to be friends for a long, long, long time. Can you get me the book, O'Peavies? Thank you. Ah, look, a pen. How convenient. Ursula. Let's make sure I get your real name, though. We won't repeat it. It doesn't exist anymore. By the way, if you guys would like to leave your feedback and you haven't done so, this is called Live Free Tarot Reading, or Love. You can find it because it's the one with the most downvotes she's ever gotten in her entire channel's history. It's called Jennifer's Tarot Positive Free. Feel free to let her know if you thought this was a great video. Give her a thumbs up. If you felt otherwise, let her know with a thumbs down. Jennifer. Tarot Positive Free. Don't worry, Ursula. Nothing is going to happen. Nothing. Moving on, we've put together a little video today for you guys based on this because I feel like this kind of vile behavior is so destructive to people. To see this person in life and see that this is a way you can behave is so just disgusting and vile and a shame, an atrocity to humanity and humankind that we had to. We didn't have a choice. We had to put together a Aesop-style fable to describe this situation so that children will not fall for these vices in the future. So we're going to pull that up here for you guys. Now, if you haven't seen this video yet, please go on over and give it a upvote here. Thank you. Wow, you guys are already doing a great job here. And please start with a starter upvote and a starter comment. And make sure you click play, turn off the volume, and let it play all the way through. Those are the ranking algorithms in YouTube. We need to make sure that this shows up when people are seeing Ursula's streams in the future. So let's take a look and see what we got here. All right, boys and girls, the feature is ready for the show. Let us begin. Ask a Wizard presents The Tragic Tale of Ursula the Liar. There once was a lady named Jennifer, and she was very scared of a terrible monster called Ursula the Liar. She's a liar. She's a drug addict. She's a troll. She's divorced. She needs therapy. She needs medication. And worst of all, she could be anywhere, in anyone, at any time, in disguise. It seemed that wherever Jennifer looked, she would see the twinkle of Ursula in their eyes. She hid from everyone and put up shields and tried to hide from Ursula the Liar. Then one day, the wizard arrived, knocking at her door. "Get out!" she cried. "You are the she-witch Ursula! I see through your lies." "I am not Ursula. I came bearing gifts, friends, alliance, and positivity," the wizard said. "Absolutely not! You are Ursula, the liar in disguise. I won't fall for your tricks." "Look, Jennifer, my friends bring you no harm. Look, they bring joy and positivity to you. Look at Singing Owl. She's singing you a song. Look at Cheesecake Owl. He's brought delicious desserts. Look at Ducky Owl and Sherlock Owl, inviting you to play in the fun pond." Hold on, we gotta pause this. We gotta give them some special treatment here. Sing an owl shout out here. Now, obviously, we couldn't shout out everybody because it's gotta have the 3 beats. But I wanted to get a lot of the owls in here. Sing an owl, rocking with the song. Thank you very much.
Owl, she's singing you a song.
Cheesecake owl, bringing in the desserts.
Cheesecake owl, he's brought delicious desserts.
And Ducky Owl and Sherlock Owl playing in the pond together. I'm imagining Sherlock Owl is imagining Ursula being homeless, but she doesn't have to imagine that hard because she's not that far off.
Ducky Owl and Sherlock Owl, inviting you to play in the fun pond. No, she screamed. Your songs are evil. Your cheesecake is drugged. Your fun is childish and needs therapy. You are all Ursula the liar. I see through you all. Ah, Jennifer, you haven't seen Ursula yet, have you? The wizard asked. Of course not. I do my best to hide from her. I won't fall for her lies. Well, Jennifer, I am a wise wizard, and I have met Ursula and more. I know how to defeat her. Why should I listen to you? You're probably her. Why would I tell you how to defeat me if I was her? Moreover, the solution is something only you can do alone, so I won't even be able to go with you. She thought it through and decided that if nothing else, the wizard and his owls would leave her alone if she listened and went on her own. So she agreed. Fine. Let's hear it, she-witch wizard fraud. Where is Ursula, and how do I defeat her once and for all? The wizard told her, you must go into a deep, dark cave to the north and look into the pool inside, known as the Pool of Truth. There you will see the she-witch Ursula the liar. And how do I defeat her? Once you reach the Pool of Truth, Ursula will appear in the pool, and from there you must take this enchanted goblet and drink from the pool once you have seen her. This will transform you, and you will no longer see Ursula everywhere again, and you will gain the knowledge to defeat her. Fine, I'll do it. Give me your cup. The wizard handed her what looked like an owl-shaped coffee mug. This is an enchanted goblet? Whatever. At least you'll leave me alone. So off she went, deep into the dark cave. She went deeper and deeper in, and it twisted and turned. She became more and more afraid. She is enraged because her marriage was awful. She needed therapy because of how mad she was. She uses drugs just to feel joy. All the horrors that she had heard of Ursula ringing through her head as she twisted and turned into the dark caverns deep within the cave. Then, suddenly, an opening appeared. She saw a beam of light shining into a pool being illuminated in the dark cavern. I found it! The Pool of Truth. She walked slowly and carefully, closer and closer to the pool. She is angry. She is mean. She is a liar, the things ringing through her mind as she approached, and then she looked in. Ah! It was her! Ursula, staring straight into her eyes. The twinkle was there. Never had she felt the force of Ursula like this. She was dumbfounded by the pure lying incarnate. Then she noticed that every time she moved, so did Ursula. Ursula was following her motions perfectly. She moved to the left. Ursula moved to the left. She moved to the right. Ursula moved to the right. Again and again. Until finally, it clicked. Ursula
Dun dun dun!
Jennifer was Ursula, and Ursula was Jennifer. Ursula now understood the wizard and took a drink from the Pool of Truth. She wasn't Jennifer. That was all a lie invented by herself, Ursula the liar. She realized now that the owls had been a blessing by showing her this truth, and she understood the only way to defeat Ursula the liar was for her to defeat that part of herself. And so the owls wait patiently, hoping, praying for the end of Ursula and the return of Jennifer. And that, my friends, is the tragic tale of Ursula the Liar.
Woo! Feature-length production. Disney already is purchasing the rights to this, obviously. I denied them straight up because I know I could do a better job. They were telling me we had to turn all the characters gay, and I was like, nope, not going to do it. I said, get out of here, Disney. I don't want your money. I turned down your $1 trillion offer. Get your money out of here, you fiend. And then I spat at them in dishonor. But I made sure to not hit them because that would be gross. I made sure I hit on the ground. And then Mickey put on his little overalls and went, and then he hopped away. Thank you guys so much for enjoying our feature production. And this is just a good rule. So what have we learned here, guys? What we've learned is that if you steal from the owls, we will make an entire diss track for you. If you are rude and attack my owls, you will have an entire Aesop's fable made about you that is locked into the history books for eternity. If you're good to us, if you accept our gifts and positivity, or heck, if you just ignore us. We had a lot of people who just ignored us and we just swam away. We didn't attack them. We didn't hurt them. We aren't making Aesop's fables for them. We did that for people when we came with kindness and gifts like Caesar, with honey and wine. We brought it to the people, and when they betray us, this is what happens. Now, these are small transgressions. Start to imagine what would happen if you did something bigger. Join the owls. Be an ally to the allies. Be an ally to the owls. It's going to go over a lot better. Trust me. So that is our Aesop's Fable for today, boys and girls. I hope you enjoyed that. Ursula the Liar. That is the Desolation Phase. You guys haven't experienced this before. So the Desolation Phase is after we go and investigate, gather our wisdom. There are certain people that are so vile, so awful, so terrible, and so rude to the owls that we have no choice but to enter into Desolation Phase, where we have to bring them sadness and anger because they are doing nothing but bad in the world. Now, it's important to note, Danni never reached the Desolation Phase. She just stole, and so we made a diss track for her. She is safe. She's an enemy. She's no longer an enemy. She's an ally.
And she's also in chat. She just listened to her reading and gave feedback.
Welcome.
She said it's very accurate.
Thank you very much.
2015 to 19 were terrible financially, and things picked up for her in 2020.
Wow, that's
and
great.
She's come a long way. She's very thankful to be able to stay home and support her daughter, and it was very accurate. Thank you.
Woo! Danni, crushing. And by the way, having a daughter, I love that too. We are all about families here. We like to build families, grow families. We're not like Ursula here trying to break up marriages, trying to force people out of relationships, trying to tell people to not have kids. No. Be fruitful and multiply. We love families, close, tightly knit families. We don't want everyone on their little screens. We don't want everybody going on here, well, I'm a screen boy, I'm a screen girl. No. We want them all together having good times, reading books, watching shows, having fun together. That's great to hear. See, I knew Danni was good. I knew she was good.
She also said the video you made was great, and I love the picture with the dollar signs.
Well, thank you. I like that as well. I worked very hard on that. I spent an entire 1 hour lunch break. I didn't even eat lunch so that I could make this song for you. It was fantastic. Absolutely wonderful. Thank you. So how are we doing in chat? How are people doing? How do we feel about Ursula the Liar now?
We're doing good.
I don't even remember her old name anymore. It's gone. It's been erased from history.
I don't need to remind you.
Ursula
it's
the
not
Liar.
Worth remembering.
Oh, I don't need it. I just pointing out the fact that it's such a good drawing comparison here that it really is just wiped away. It's almost like the old name was a lie, and we just sanded it away, and underneath was Ursula.
Yeah, Phantom Owl said props to the artwork.
Well, thank you very much. Again, this is another 1 hour lunch break job, but also like 2 hours at 2 in the morning. I mean, my eyes are bloodshot. because I had to write the story, and then I did the editing and the video, the voice work over the lunch break. So I was like crushed for time. Like, oh boy, here we go. But I got it, and I'm happy with how it turned out. I think that it is worthy of entering into the books of Aesop's Fables.
Yes. And the owls featured are honored to be featured.
Oh,
and
that's
the ones
so good.
who were not, there will probably be more videos.
Oh
coming
yes,
up, so
there's
don't
definitely going to
worry.
be more content in the
Yes,
future.
If you're
So
not featured here, we still love
the
you.
Aesop's Fable formula that I have to follow, of course, to tell a true story is 3 beat, 3 beat. So, for example, what we got there is the 3 beats are Singing Owl is doing one thing, and then Cheesecake Owl is doing another, and then Sherlock and Ducky Owl are doing a third. So those are 3 groupings of things. So if I put like 6 owls in every one, it kind of disrupts the message here. Now, Ducky Owl and Sherlock Owl work because they're kind of like a package deal, because they're so close and they're always hanging out and whatnot.
Yeah.
And so we give them the pawn setting, and then we invert that there, because if we disperse it with too many people, it's no longer about her hating an individual, it's about her hating collectives, and that's different. You know, big groups of people being, because that could be scary, but she isn't. She's specifically singling out. She singled out Cheesecake Owl, she singled out Sherlock Owl. She was a jerk. She called them drug addicts. She said that they need to go to rehab and therapy. These guys are awful person. Ursula the liar is a liar. My owls do not need to go to rehab. My owls are not drug abusers, Ursula. So stop lying about my owls. Infuriating. Absolutely infuriating. So that, my friends, is the Desolation Phase of Ursula. And trust me, there's going to be a lot more to come. This is not the end, Ursula. This is just the beginning. You've earned yourself a long stay on the cycle of our enemies until your stream slowly fades away. Gone. Bye, Ursula. See you later. Account deleted. Have a good day. All right, let's get into the paranormal paracosm here. Woo! That was some fun stuff. How are we doing in chat? We having a good time?
Fantastic, yeah.
Great. I'm glad to see that. We're going to look at some spooky videos, and we're going to close up for the night. Any comments, questions, or concerns I need to address before we move on?
Someone asked, what did this lady do against us?
Did you miss the entire 45-minute segment where we went step by step over the fact that she called our owls drug addicts, said that we are trolls, said that we weren't humans, said that we aren't legitimate people? She dehumanized us.
Yeah.
Do I need to go on? Do you want me to go back to the beginning and start from the top?
We came with love.
Absolutely.
And support.
You have to realize, guys, when we come into these chats, we're not coming in and being like, you suck, you're dumb, you're ugly. We're not doing anything like that at all. We come in and say, hey, the owls are here. We love your stream. Wow, really nice work. We compliment them. Hey, the wizard's here. He wants to buy a reading from you. He wants to give you money. He wants to support you. And this is how they treat us. These sick freaks, man. They deserve it.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a look here. So this is a ghost walking through a security gate. This is really weird. So this is caught on a security camera, CCTV, and they see a guy. They think he's breaking in because he triggers the security system, and then he just melts through the gate.
Wow.
So there's the alarm going off. They triggered, so there is someone here. And as you can see, the security gate is closed. They see the guy walking up. They're like, oh, there he is. There he is. So they think, oh, maybe this is a criminal. Watch. He walks up to the gate, and he just melts through. What in the world? And he's on the other side. What is that? How do you do that? Look at this. He just it's like he phases through. Woo! That is some weird stuff right there, man. Absolutely bizarre. So that is the CCTV footage. What do you guys think? What are your thoughts? I mean, that is some weird stuff. It's like a magic trick, really.
Yeah, it looks very real.
Wow. Let's see what the chat has to say. We call her Ursula the liar. That's true. I told that liar Ursula we are coming with love. I know you did. You were very kind. Oh, yes, please. Oh, Salty Owl in the chat. Welcome, Salty Owl. My goodness, you're going to want to catch up on the last week of episodes. Let me tell you, it's good stuff. By the way, oh, babies, we need to make this a priority. We've got to start getting these episodes back up on the podcast because Salty Owl likes to listen to the podcast while he's working, and it drains the battery if you have YouTube running. So we got to get the podcast updated. She has zero possibility. So who's questioning?
I dropped the name of her channel.
Oh, Ursula the liar.
And she has positive in her name.
No. Keep in mind, guys, she named herself correctly. Positive free. She is free of positivity.
True.
She has no positivity. She is free of positivity.
Kind of like gluten-free.
Yes. Wait, no.
There's no gluten. So positive.
Yes, exactly. Yes. That's right. All right. That's creepy. It could be one of the X-Men mutants. That's a good thought. I didn't even consider that.
Like Kitty?
Ooh.
Kitty was my favorite.
If Kitty was like a ghetto ghost. Yeah, definitely. Just like Kitty. All right. So that's the first paranormal charactercosm. Next, we're looking at the Asian horror short. So this is, I put Investigating the Investigators. That's the wrong title. So this is a horror short that comes out of Singapore, and very spooky and very entertaining. So let's take a look at that here. Where are you? There you are, bud. This one's so weird. It's very spooky. And not being able to understand that because it's in another language does not ruin it at all. So she's just going out for a run. And she's getting her GoPro ready. So she's sitting here and she hears footsteps that sound like marching by her while she's out walking. And then some ghost guy just runs by her with these clompy foots. Right past her. And then he comes back again on her right side. So she sees him walk by, he's gone, and then he comes back again and runs by. And he's gone again. And here he goes running by again. This time he's stopping. Woo! Oh, he's walking backwards like a freak. What is that? Oh, we're running. We're running. Alright, we're gonna fast forward here because she just runs for a while. She's trying to get away. She's panicking. I like how the camera eye blinks for her. She gets into the elevator. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, she's good. She's safe. She's in. She gets there, it's clear she's gonna walk on out. There's another soldier!
Oh my gosh.
And he's gone.
Oh, I would take the stairs. Seems faster.
Oh, he's coming for her! Oh, he's right outside the door. Woo! And that, my friends, is the Japanese soldier charging us down. Very spooky stuff. Very
That's
spooky
crazy.
indeed. How are we doing, boys and girls? Wow, that was intense. That was good stuff. Very entertaining.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So spooky.
All right. So let's move on to our last paranormal paracosm here. Do we got something over here?
Alex says she looks away, giving him plenty of time to cycle around, so it's probably fake.
Oh, it's definitely a fake. This is a horror short, so it's filmed
Yeah.
as like a scary movie kind of thing. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty. It really does that. You're getting chased and you don't know where they're coming from vibe.
Oh, yeah.
Really well, very
And
good.
then the blinks every time it like blinks.
Yeah, the blinks are a little weird
It's a little weird
because
but
it tells you that this
always
is obviously
expect-
fake. You know.
Yeah, you always expect something to be there. When it
Yeah,
opens
yeah, I could see that. So this last one here is paranormal paracosm. Baby gets yoinked by a ghost.
Oh boy.
So we're gonna watch a baby get yoinked. It's very weird. I have a theory though. I'll let you guys know what it is. So this is the baby getting yoinked. So his toy's going off on its own. And he seems to be talking to something underneath the bed. And he goes to crawl under the bed. He's still under the bed. He says, "Mommy." He starts panicking. And then he gets pulled underneath the bed.
Oh my gosh.
And he's saying, "Mommy, Mommy." Woo! And Mommy comes to save the day. And he's crying. And she pulls him out. And he's perfectly fine. Just a little spooked.
I'd be spooked too.
Alright, so that is the baby getting yoinked. Now, here's my theory here for you guys. Let's say you guys let us know your thoughts and theories in the comments. I'll give you mine while we wait. Babies have ridiculously strong little legs. Until the age of like 3, the baby's kicks, you know those little kicks that you can feel in a mommy's tummy, those are stronger proportionally than a horse's kick. They are insanely powerful, and until they get to proper size, that strength remains. So I think it's fully possible. If you look carefully, you can actually see that the table moves a little bit, and so one of those little baby kicks could easily, if you watch the table here, when he pushes it with a little foot, that could rocket him forward so it looks like he's getting pulled, and then he's stuck under the bed and he's probably just panicking. That's what my thought is. Watch the table. See his little foot? Boom. So you see that knocks the table to the side? That's enough force there to really give him some pushes. So he's already able to move the entire furniture. So if he pushes his feet on the ground, I mean, that's going to look like you're just zipping on in. So that's my thought on Mr. Babies. What do you guys think? What are your thoughts?
They're saying, I don't know. I don't see him get pulled. Maybe he just got stuck.
Could
Hard
be
to
real.
say. Could
Yeah.
be real.
Right. So we're all over the place here. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sounding good. So that is the baby getting yoinked. That is the paranormal paracosm. We're going to move on and wrap the show up with some practical philosophy, boys. Today's practical philosophy. Ultimate excellence lies not in winning every battle, but in defeating the enemy without ever fighting. Sun Tzu. We seek alliances with Danni. Why make enemies when we can have friends instead? We seek to make alliances first and foremost because we are playing to win. Victory in battle is great, but victory without battle is glorious. That comes from Sun Tzu today, boys and girls. That is your practical philosophy. Let's move on to our last round of Live Wizard readings. Thank you guys so much for joining us this week. I see by the numbers and the engagement and the feedback and the Discord that you guys really like the Facebook-style show brought on over to YouTube. As long as it lasts, until YouTube decides to do what Facebook does and get angry at us. Thank you so much. If you have the funds available, please don't put money into us if you cannot afford it right now. But if you are one of those lucky people who's got some spare cash, you know who you are, send it on over to paypal.me/askawizard and add it to our war chest, which allows us to do these fun, exciting experiments and to take things to the next level. And of course, put food into the belly of OPVs. I only feed her based on your finances, and she thinks that's ridiculous. I say, here you go. You're getting your cut today, and I give her 1% of everything you send in. I give her a nice little nickel, and I say, there you go. And then I say, that's your weekly grocery bill. And so she's been losing a lot of weight. I'm very proud of her. She's been getting very thin, and for some reason she just keeps passing out on the floor, though. I find that very odd, and it's really annoying because I'm trying to get to my shoes, and she's just on the ground. So it's, I have to deal with a lot. Yeah. It's really frustrating, but I'm going to get through it.
The budget doesn't allow for medical bills either, so I can't see a doctor.
Oh, I mean, I wouldn't let you near a doctor. Are you kidding me?
Your camera is frozen, but the audio is still coming through, so.
My screen is frozen?
Yeah.
Weird. Okay.
And you're frozen on this face. Very flattering.
Nice. All right. So, let's get some Live Wizard readings going. That's a very odd thing to have freeze. That's odd. Well, maybe they'll come back.
Up first is Leafy Owl.
Leafy Owl, if you're still here, let us know in the comments below.
And we will get Cutie Owl and El Piper. I know they both went to bed, but perhaps by chance they came back.
Cutie and Piper Owl, if you are still here, let us know in the chat, and we'll get your readings going. Is there anyone else after that?
Yes, we have Natalie and then Jennifer.
All right, let's get Natalie and Jennifer. So if you guys are here, let us know in the chat, and we'll get some comments going. Is Jennifer new here?
No, Jennifer has been here before.
Welcome back, Jennifer. Does she
frozen.
have an owl name?
I believe so, I just don't remember.
Oh, Peavy's messed up the owl name.
It's rare, it's few and far.
Wow. We should all look at her in shame.
I don't think she has an owl name.
I'm looking at her very effectively.
I'm not looking at you, so. It doesn't work.
Don't worry, it's working very effectively. She's starting to panic.
I'm sweating.
Oh, she's sweating.
It's hot in
She's
here.
fanning herself, saying it's getting
hot?
really hot. See, that's very effective. Can't find the dribbles, draws, Jenny anywhere.
Ducky Owl wants a reading as well.
Awesome. All right. I haven't seen the first person whose name I've already forgotten show up. Who was that?
Leafy Owl.
Leafy Owl. Okay.
Leafy
So let's move on to the
Owl
next
has
person.
not
Who's
commented.
after Leafy Owl?
Cutie Owl or El Piper, but I think they left.
Okay.
So up is Natalie, and she
Natalie.
just commented.
All right, let's get Natalie a reading here. Let's go, Natalie Paxton. Let's get you a reading. Here we go. Anything in particular you'd like a reading about? Let me know. And then after that is Jennifer. Correct?
Yes.
All right, Jennifer's after that, so stick around for your reading. And if the people who had readings earlier come on back, let us know.
Let us know.
Hey, it looks like my camera's back. Or not. Still frozen
I don't
on
see it.
YouTube.
Yeah, you're still frozen.
Oh, no, it's back.
Are you?
Yeah.
You're still frozy for me.
Try refreshing.
Oh, there you are. Yeah,
Boom.
it's
There you
well
go. Good old refresh. Fixes everything. You just become owlified.
Yes.
That is correct.
Jennifer asked, how does one get an owl name?
So you think of any word followed by the word owl, and then you tell me you want to get owlified, and you send your 33.66911 Bitcoin to my Bitcoin wallet, make a blood sacrifice, and then you're owlified. That's how it works.
A general
One of those three things is true. I'll let you guess which one it is. All right, general reading it is. Ooh, looking great. Popping off with a fantastic card here. All right, we got the Chariot coming in. So the Chariot is a wonderful card. This is saying that, Natalie, you have been really, really thinking things through in your life here. You have put together a solid plan. You have weighed the pros and you have weighed the cons. You've mapped out a plan. The path is clear and it is time to take action. You've put together a really solid plan here. Do not trip at the finish line, or I should say the start line for that matter. Don't be the person who gets the perfect plan together, weighs all the pros and cons, and then chickens out and says, I'll put it off for a couple months or years or decades, or, oh, wait, I'm so old now. What happened? Don't let that be you. Go out there. You got the plan. Now, does this mean you're going to succeed? Absolutely not. There's no guarantee of that. But you know what? If you don't try, you're 100% guaranteed to not succeed. So go out there and crush. And I'm picking up on a sense that there's a little bit of a negativity here. I think that you got kind of a negative mindset. There's like this voice in your head. I think you call it anxiety, but it's more just abusive, really, in my opinion, where you've got this voice that comes in and says, oh, don't try that. Oh, come on, you're not good enough. And it's just kind of like sitting there putting you down. And don't listen to that crap. And if that kind of thing pops up, ask that part of yourself, why are you saying this? What's your rationale? Get to the bottom of it. Start analyzing it. Start questioning it, because there's probably a good reason it's coming up. And the reason it's turning to violence is because you haven't addressed it when it came with kindness. So you're going to have to rechange that behavior to get out of there. So that's what I see popping up there for you. I hope that helps you out. And we're going to move on to the next reading. Jennifer is up. Does she have anything in particular she'd like a reading about?
She hasn't said anything in particular yet.
Okay.
Jennifer says, I have my tarot deck next to me, and the first card was Temperance, maybe Temperance Owl. Is that too long? It is not.
No, not at all. We have secretly long legs owl, and it is not taken. Yeah, we'll get you Temperance. That is one of the trickiest cards for me. Whenever I'm messing up something in my mnemonic system, it's always the Temperance card for some reason. I usually get it right, but for some reason that one is just not sticky for my brain. I don't know why. All right, let's get this going here for you, Jennifer. And she's looking to get owlified. Sounds good.
Yes.
Can I ask how my SP feels about me? What is an SP?
SP.
Never heard of it. Significant partner?
I have no idea.
Special person? Secret pal? Social perversion?
What? Please let us know what SP is.
Satanic people? Sacrificial potato?
Pendulum. What?
I'm at a loss. Let's see. Let's find out. Let's see. I like Temperance Owl. Yeah, that's nice. I like it too. It's very good. Very good.
Maybe she meant SO. Specific person.
Specific person.
Got it.
Okay. Sure. Yeah. So I don't really predict the future. I'm not a psychic. I'm a wizard. So I'm going to give you philosophical advice that'll help you with the relationship with that person, regardless of what the outcome may be. So that's what I'm going to shoot there for you. Hey, there you go. And that's pretty clear. What you got here is the Page of Swords. So the Page of Swords is about inexperience with emotions. So what this is saying is that we've been feeling some new emotions lately, and we feel a little uncomfortable with them. Look at this guy. He's in a funny suit. Look at that. He's got a fish in his cup. What's he doing? He's wild. He's on the beach in a fancy suit. This makes no sense. He's a living contradiction. And so what you got to realize here is that a lot of times when we enter into this state, we can kind of beat ourselves up and say, oh, I'm so dumb. I'm so weird. Oh, and be so insecure with yourselves because you're feeling all these weird emotions. You don't know what to do with them. You're just like, brr. And it just can be really frustrating, especially if you don't know how to process emotional data very well, or you get easily overwhelmed by it. And so what you need to realize is that this is a card that's, this situation we're talking about is so common. It's so prevalent that it's literally an archetypical represented card in a deck of 76 cards. Out of every experience that exists in life, the world said this needs a representation. So when you're entering into this state, don't think that you are so silly and stupid and, oh, everyone else has got it all together, but you're the one that's messing it all up. No. Everybody's feeling this way. Everyone experiences this. This is part of life, and it's fun. And so instead of thinking negatively about yourself, think about it in a silly way. Like, wow, I'm being so silly right now. I can't believe I'm getting this worked up over somebody. This is ridiculous. What is wrong with me? And so that's the approach to take here. You don't want to be beating yourself up because this is normal. This is how people are. So that's what we see popping up there for you. That's the Page of Cups. I hope that helps you out and gives you some insights there. And let's get you owlified up in here. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get you... What's up? You okay?
She just said, those are cups, sir.
Yeah, Page
Maybe
of Cups.
you called them something other than cups.
Page of Cups.
Yeah, Page of Cups.
Did I say anything else?
I have no idea.
Okay. Yeah, that's definitely the Page of Cups.
Page of chalices.
No, not chalices. But he does have a cup in it, so he's got a little fish in there. It's pretty cute. All right. Let's get you owlified. Okay, so I'm going to make a magnetic ball in between my hand. I know that sounds weird. You don't need to worry about it. You might be able to see it. Only 20% of people can on the first try. But the important part is that it was confusing. You weren't expecting it. That's the goal here. So when I place it on top of the Sharpie, you're also confused as I spin it, because that's even more confusing. So as you look into the spinning ball, what I want you to realize, Jennifer, is that sometimes we have a lot of emotional energy and it can kind of overwhelm us. And it's important to realize that those are not bad things. In fact, that's a source of great power and great motivation and meaning in life. And so instead of beating ourselves up about our emotions, what if we start to try and enter into relationship with them? What if we try to partner with them and ally with them and negotiate with them and treat them not as someone who is our master and also not someone who is our slave, but instead a part of who we are that needs to be listened to and respected in the same way we respect our mind. And I think that's going to really help you moving forward on your hero's journey, Jennifer. So we're going to take that and shoot it on off. Should be arriving here in just a bit. You might experience some strange phenomenon, temperature rise or decrease, weird objects moving, weird sounds, things of that nature, lights flicking on and off, shadows moving. All of these are very common. If it doesn't happen, that's perfectly fine. You'll still be owlified. But if it does happen, let us know in the comments below. It happens a disturbingly large amount of times. You might even see an owl appear. That is rare, but it does happen. So it should be arriving here in about 3, 2, 1. There we go. Jennifer, you are now owlified as Temperance Owl. Welcome to the flock. Oh, you're crushing! Yeah! You're amazing! Woo! Welcome.
Yes.
Awesome. So, how are we doing over in chat?
We're doing good. Up next is Ducky Owl.
Awesome. The duck is up. Let's go. Let's get Ducky Owl reading. Anything in particular, Ducky, that you're looking for or reading about? Let me know, Ducky Owl. Did we figure out what Temperance Owl was talking about with the cups?
Yes, so I guess in the beginning you called it swords.
Oh, did I call it swords? My goodness.
Yes.
I apologies. I had that happen.
Apologies.
Yeah, I had that happen the other time too. It was weird because I had one that just kept coming through on the TikTok stream where it was like it was kept being wands even though it was hearts. And it turned out it was because it was related to something totally different that he was going through. Wow. And so it was very interesting. I guess in terms of if it was the Page of Swords, that would just be inexperience with logos. So you might be going through a similar experience intellectually, feeling like you're starting something new, gaining new knowledge, and just feeling kind of like a fish out of water. Kind of like that fish in the cup. He's adorable. I like that fish.
Earlier in the stream, I forget who, but they said their fish... Oh, Leafy Owl said their fish drowned.
Oh, wait, what?
Yeah.
How does a fish drown?
And then Jeanette offered some advice and said, maybe next time use less water.
But how does a fish drown? Does he mean he just died?
Too much water.
Okay. Okay. OMG, yay! I'm in a dark room, so hopefully I don't see any shadows. Ooh, well, no, don't worry. It's not scary stuff. It's called a paracosmic effect. It's just fun and positivity in abundance. All right.
Ducky Owl is not here.
Not here? That's okay. She's probably at bed. It's pretty late.
But I see her in the Discord, so what are you doing, Ducky Owl?
Discord Ducky Owls. That
Did
maybe.
you want a reading,
Do we need to add that to her annotation of her name? Discord Ducky. Discord Ducky Dowel.
Down.
Whoa.
Triple threat.
All right, and who's after Ducky?
No one.
No one?
That's it.
All right, great. Well, thank you guys so much for showing up. Thank you for joining us on this last stream of the week. We had a lot of fun here, guys. This has been one of the best, I think, weeks we've ever had.
Weeks.
Absolutely
So much
good.
fun.
I mean, I think we beat Chili. I think we beat Chili's.
Chillification?
The chillification was pretty darn good, but man, I feel like we've beaten it with what we did here this week.
Now Ducky Owl is here.
All right, Ducky Owl, let's get you a reading. We won't have to change your
Lion
name to
if it
Discord
wants.
Ducky Dowel.
I'm glad.
Yeah, that would be really annoying to have to
That'd be
say every
odd.
time. Ooh, okay, we're at a crossroads here, aren't we? Okay, so we got the Two of Pentacles showing up here. So the Two of Pentacles is about being in a situation where you have to make a choice in the material world. So what this is saying is that you have two choices, and one of them sounds really fun and adventurous, and the other one is the safe route and the safe path. And you're trying to choose between these two choices. Now, you're probably saying to yourself, I know which one I want to go with, but I'm struggling to make my decision. I'm going to give you some advice you don't want to hear, which is do both. But I can't do both. How could I possibly go to school and also pursue something I love and I'm interested in? By spending time doing the thing that you're interested in and also going to school or work. But Tyler, that's a lot of time. Uh-huh. But what about Netflix? Do you want to do Netflix more, or do you want to do your dream more? You're going to have to go through that process with yourself and realize you can easily do both. And I'm not saying that from a point of condescension, because I want you to realize I know how hard this is. I do it myself. I know it's hard to do. It can be really not fun sometimes. Your eyes will be bloodshot sometimes because you stayed up till 2 a.m. in the morning to make an Aesop's fable for Ursula the Liar. But you know what? It pays off in the end because you're doing something that you love, and it is so much more fun than video games. It's so much more fun than Netflix. And you know what? I still manage to squeeze in some time on the weekends with Alex to watch those things as well. So if you are at a crossroads here, do not think one or the other. Choose to do both. And that's what we see popping up there for you, Ducky Owl. I hope that helps you out. I hope that gives you some insights. Woo!
Woo! What a
All
stream!
right.
What a
What a stream. What a week. What a recap, boys and girls. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you for all the donations to the PayPal. Thank you so much for the letters that you guys have been sending.
Cheesecake Owl requested a reading.
Cheesecake Owl is also looking for a reading. All right, let's get him a reading up in here. Thank you guys all so much.
Ciao.
You've done a great job here. We haven't shuffled these bad boys in a while. Let's give them a big old shuffle. There we go. I mean, I did the standard shuffle, but not a good old riffle. Interesting. Popping up for Cheesecake Owl is the Queen of Wands. So this is saying that you've been experiencing a lot of misfortune in your life right now. You might be experiencing a situation where you're sticking to your principles, you're doing the right thing, and it just feels like it's not really paying off. In fact, it almost feels like it's getting us into bad situations, and it sucks. And so what I would recommend doing here is making sure that you're holding to your principles, not doing it in a showy way either. Keep in mind what Jesus told us, which was that those who pray in public will get the rewards from the public that they deserve. Those who pray in private will get the rewards from God. And what that's teaching us here is that to exemplify our virtues publicly is actually not a virtue. That's antithetical to a virtue. You see this in society. All these people who are saying, I'm virtuous, I'm not racist, I'm a good person, I give to charity, I care about homeless people. That's an act of evil. Those are people who don't care about those groups. They care about using other people to gain social power. They actually have a word for this in China. They insult people for it. And I can't remember for the life of me off the top of my head. I think it's a baigo. And it's for people who do that. And they make fun of a lot of the liberal cities of America for doing those kinds of evil acts. And so that is coming through for me here, is I think trying to conceal our virtues and live them instead. And I think that's going to get you a lot of benefits. And then also holding strong to those principles, because all those things that feel like bad luck, you're going to look back on and you're going to say, wow, I'm glad I stuck to my principles. I'm glad I did the right thing. And I think this is, and you're going to see how they all work together to help you get through to the end here. So that's what we see popping up there with the Queen of Wands. Let me know in the comments below if that sounds accurate for you and gave you some help. Boom! Beep, beep,
Anyone
beep.
else? Any other last minute?
Boom. Anybody else looking for a reading? Any last minute additions to the war chest? Let us know in the comment section below. And if not, we will wrap up the stream. It is the end of the week. It is time for some rest. And I'm probably going to still stay up and do some video edits or something, because I want to get okay, Albert up. Albert okay?
Albert amazing.
Albert
as I like to
okay,
call him.
and Cy Divine. Got to get them some videos. Picking on? What's that?
Oh, it's okay. Cousin stuff.
Oh, okay.
I'm watching the Discord right now, though.
Uh-oh.
So beware.
Uh-oh, she's going to be banning
I got the
people.
ban hammer.
She's going to ban people in the
It's
Discord.
ready.
Okay, sounds good. The nerd told me I look like a leprechaun. What? The troll doll? What? Why are you in the troll doll stream? Why are you engaging with him? He's a troll doll. Have you seen his hair? He calls him... Well, we're going to get into the desolation of...
Yeah.
The desolation of Greece is what we call him now. And trust me, he's on the chopping block. So you might have just bumped yourself up the list. Greece. Trying to sell some fraud, by the way. That we're going to be exposing that in a little bit. He has videos teaching people how to steal from companies. We're going to teach you guys all about that.
Wow.
A lot more stuff coming out. Despicable crimes.
Troll.
Yep. He commits a crime on air on YouTube, and it's the company he's stealing from is Google, who owns YouTube.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Someone needs to let Google know.
I think so too.
Wow. What does he sound like?
He just likes me making that voice.
He loves
You're gonna have to
that
wait till the
voice.
desolation
You need
of
inspiration.
the Greece. You will see Greece is going
Patience.
to fall.
We must teach cheese to
Absolutely.
patience.
That greasy boy. Ugh.
Ducky Owl says your reading was so true.
Awesome.
What
Glad
I've
to hear
been
that.
going through, basically.
Awesome. That's good to hear. Sweet. All right.
All right.
We ready to close on up?
I guess we are.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you for joining, and I'll see you guys all on Monday, same place, same time, 8 p.m. Pacific Coast time. Thank you for joining. Good night, and see you later, Danny. Thank you for becoming our ally. You are welcomed here.